Trading futures in the night, so cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. Daily bands wrapping stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rockets, scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade, oh, never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the show. As always, glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Howdy, friends. All right. Good morning, crew. What's up? EC David, DG, Tyler. I'm so glad to see everybody's names back again. Better than having all those random screen names. Helpful. Nathan, Amari, Jose, Tyler. Smash the like button. Giveaway start at 500 likes. So you guys nailed it. That's right. You guys are nailing. Let me put that in the notes today. All right. All right, friends. Give me 1 second here. Same morning prep like I do every day. Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? On the stream, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. And back to the roll call, everybody. Good morning, Good Touch, Levi, Mitz, Mark, Trey, Pat, Sean, Mighty Tech, James. Bam. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. PV, Trey, Mr. Delusional, Joao, Sparrow, Full Tilt, all my friends, all you guys are here. What's up, guys? Nick, Garcia, Dustin, Trey, Fraser, and the rest. Ryan Wade, it's you, it's you, it's you. What's up? Please teach me to scoot. Matt, teach me how to scooty. Gotcha. I gotcha. We're gonna teach you all how to scoot today. Okay. Alright. Time to get rolling. All right, today is day 2 of the MFFU Futures live trading competition. And all the hosts. I didn't make a trade yesterday. There wasn't anything good to trade on that account, so my first trade would kind of be a good one. You know, we got a flat open, which means probably get a little volatility at the start of the day, and we roll into new VIX expiration tomorrow, so roll into a new VIX futures contract tonight. Neutral will be new everything, so today could be unusually volatile, as we've seen sometimes on these Tuesdays. To be a little off. So we'll see if anything crazy happens. Check out what's going on here. All right, let me go check the updates. All right. Okie doke. All right, let me check everything's in here. It's in pretty here. Get my table down on here. Okay, let me set everything to. We still got. It might take this week to finish up like all the list of bugs we made with the last release because there were some things on the labels that fixed, but I don't think. I don't think the DD band reference point has been fixed yet. Let me double check this. S&P EPZ, maybe so. Hold on. NQ Z 97. Okay. Z and NQZ. Perfect. Okay, well, that looks good. Alrighty, let me get the new dynamics as well. Same pre-market stuff we do every day. Load up my charts. 442. 24. 442. Down in here. Okay. Oh, this is a new mod, so I can draw my lines. What's up, guys? Hit that like button, friends. Getting ready to roll here. Just mark up my charts pre-market every single morning. Same routine that I do. On the morning. This is 442. This is overnight dynamic. 401. Oh, that was below yesterday. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't make any trade last night. My intuition would have been too long at the open, but I didn't. 645. Okie dokie. 6645. 65. Okay. Good deal. So flat open could oscillate a little bit. I think we're probably still going to go up at minimum, have a little bit of a wick before we have a green day. So for whatever it is today, whenever I feel this morning is that we could get some volatility. Now, it's very rare. Then when you roll in, you're going to see that the market's going to try to sell and fill gap. That's not really a gap, but try to fill in some of the space. The midpoint, contango midpoint, is also somewhat of a pivot in futures contracts as well. Not just for your VIX contract that we teach you, but all other futures contracts is a thing. You can kind of like make an estimate of about where that halfway point is, just to sort of test if the market is going to sustain somewhat of a bullish push and that contract was pricing in accurately where we should be. You'll see that active support. Well, number one. And delete that guy right there. Let's make one over here and just show the half gaps are a thing around rollover. You roll them officially. Well, I mean, you can roll today, I guess, the official rollover day, but you can roll whenever you feel. I think Thinkorswim likes to choose this day right here. Okay, so it's a good estimate of where you're likely to see the market's support. Usually when you're in a good bit of contango in a nice strong bull market, it doesn't, that space, a lot of people incorrectly call it a gap. It's not a gap. The space never gets filled, it never gets retrieved. You never return to the previous contract because it's pricing in that expected December expiration, right? Which is supposed to be technically higher. So over whatever amount of time, that could be support and is expected in a stronger bull market to just never drop below that dash line. Good deal. All right, let's load up this getting ready for pre-market. Ooh, what a nice lovely afternoon. So inside of here, this being kind of like the support area, inside of here would be kind of what I'd be expecting today. Same as yesterday. Yesterday is on a supporting area as well, probably 66.60 support. Don't see any reason for this to pull back and sell off. Fed watch has been deteriorating as the days have gone by, from about 11% down to about 4% chance of a 50 basis point rate cut. Now, Wall Street is, again, betting based on some circumstances that could be just noise. There's not really a lot coming through the pipeline as far as like big news movers. Michigan numbers were last week. CPI, PPI were last week. Got this thing called the Fed coming up. That's gonna be like a big deal, obviously. This week. Yo, what's up? What's up? Good morning from NYC. What's up, Mario? What's up? Hey, do we have any first timers in chat? That's my next question. Who here is first time in the Rock Scooter stream? I want to know. Hanging out with Matt, training with Matt, first time ever. Curious. And while we're waiting for the economic calendar to open up, it's the world's slowest economic calendar here. Like this whole entire thing is freezing up. What the heck's going on? Like my whole browser stuff is frozen up. What? All my browsers are frozen up. Oh my word. Okay, well, we're operating blind here, you guys. I'm gonna close all this down. Oh, we're kind of... No, we're not back. Okay, let's close this down. Firefox! Why do you suck like this? Oh, they're all dead. Okay, you guys. We're gonna have to restart some of this. Oh my god, I got a zillion tabs open. This might be why. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Let me reset everything. Let me close all this down. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to log back into all the stuff. Close. I'm going to have to kill the task. Everything froze up. Let's try that again. Oh, we're back. Okay, I just threw everything on the screen all in one time. Oh my word. Okay. Let's get us. I got 30 minutes to log in all my stuff here. What on earth is going on? All right, I have to do this one more time. Okay, one more time here. All right, this might work. Are we back, team? Like we're back. Okay, good, we're back. All right, my bad, here we go. Now we're back. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, you guys. Browser's deciding to be really funky today. Get the stream jams back on. Okay, check. All right, let's get back into my stream platform here. All right. We got any first timers this morning? Question for you guys. Anybody here? It's your first time here at the stream. Here's how many first timers we reach every day. You guys are now tuning in to the biggest and best live day trading stream on the planet. Let me log into my Funda next. First time. All right, first time, huh? Then you've never heard of Pickle before. You've never heard of iDoc, none of these things, huh? Huh. Well, I have to introduce you to my dog. Pickle, he's gonna be your favorite friend. All right, my fun and future. Log into that. Log into this. What are we doing right now? Market, get ready to move a little bit. Now 9 o'clock. We're gonna open in a tiny little bit. All right, prepped and ready to go. Nasdaq on the right. Got my S&P on the left. Z contract ready to go. Dynamics marked. We got the monthly maps thing fixed. So when you click daily chart, monthly map should load up. That should be fixed. You guys are just tuning in. Rocket Scooter is a series of gamma exposure tools created by the team that I lead at this company. And I am a live trader. I trade live on your very eyes. Currently, I'm live with 2 prop firms, going on 3 live, like passing funded, getting paid so much, so they move me to live. I'm about to get my 3rd live account, collecting them like Pokemon just to do it, just to say I can do it. Tradeify. This is coming up pretty soon, like 15K away from that. Very simple, straightforward path from here. 15K between 5 accounts shouldn't be too terribly hard. Had to reset everything. Now I'm back. Okay. Who's first time in pickle? LOL. I noticed that you didn't chart dynamic upper levels. Why is that? So we've reduced the model down to, like, it's no longer an estimate for the dynamic blue range. It's now a solid level. I've completed the model. It's kind of an announcement. If you scroll up, I post a picture every night of, like, essentially from my Thinkorswim, in addition to the spreadsheet printout that I put out. That's the original model. And then the updated one is this, where I finished the real-time dynamic open interest model has been finished. And it's been the full optimization of the blue. The blue used to be an estimate because I wasn't complete. The model wasn't complete. Now it's finished. It took me quite a while to finish it, kind of on the side in between everything else I was doing. So now with all that stuff finished, I'm using the new model as a test case to trade with. It's slightly more accurate as far as like exactly where it needs to be. So we're testing the probabilities right now just to see if it's the same or better, and it's coming out to be pretty much better so far. That's good. Are the DD bands calculated on the old contract? They're calculated on whatever you tell them to calculate it to. If you want to change your DD bands reference point, go to the table, open up the chevron, go to the table, go to the contract, and you switch your contract down in here. That's it. Okay. So we're sustaining a nice strong bull market move with somewhat of a flat open. You know how we don't like flat opens here. We're going to make sure resilience comes in long and strong, at least 30 or something is strong, you know, something really big for me to just chase at the open. What I'd like to see today is at least somewhere down in here to be support. I'm going to kind of long in all my accounts when we get there. I don't have really any reason to be afraid of this market, guys. This is a nice strong bull market. At the Fed is coming up. CME Fed watch. Let's watch the data, see if that changes throughout the day. Got my news open, everything ready to go. This week on the schedule, we've got Fed watch showing a 4% chance, pretty much a 50 basis point. We got 96 chance of a 25% basis point, 25 basis point cut. All of this is coming through, plus the projection, right? So this is the dot plot. So this is quarter 3, we get dot plots. If you remember the dot plots for quarter 1 and 2, we had fewer and fewer Fed members thinking we needed a rate cut because of the inflation, right? And the dual mandate that they have is like, we're going to watch inflation and we're going to watch the jobs market. Right. And so as inflation was a primary concern because we didn't know the status of the tariffs and how long it was going to last, the Fed was saying that, you know, inflation's high, inflation's high, inflation's high. Michigan numbers projected 5 to 7% inflation first year. And of course, the Fed wasn't going to cut rates based on that at all. But then Jackson Hole, Mr. Powell flipped the script on all of us, come out and say, we no longer care about inflation, no longer a deal. We now only care about the other part of dual mandate, the jobs market. So essentially, inflation short term. That's what he said. It's going to be short term, transitory, whatever. Inflation is not expected to last for a while. It's going to correct itself, yada, yada, yada. The tariffs aren't that big of a deal anymore. And so CPI and PPI have been showing no big change, to everyone's surprise, right? PPI had a huge bump 2 months ago, but it didn't have a bump this last time. Very weird. But apparently that's the same data Powell's referencing, and they're talking about the jobs market, right? Just stagnation in the jobs market. People aren't being able to go back to work. Continuing jobless claims continue to go up slightly, and jolts aren't going up at all. Nobody's getting new jobs. New jobs are being created. And the participation rate's at an all-time high for like this decade. So we're kind of sitting there where Powell's sort of like more worried about the stock market collapsing, causing people to get laid off, or any threat to causing people to get laid off. Not really stock market collapsing, but stock market being bearish could cause people to get laid off further and further change the problem, smaller problem to bigger problem. And so their whole thing is like, let's just do what we did before. We reconstituted the plunge protection team. They got them out of storage. They were freeze dried. They added some drops of water. Monsters grew back up, and now they're out there protecting the market from falling. Giant monsters grab it and hold it up whenever it falls. And the PPT was a secret government initiated Federal Reserve response team that basically was just a bunch of monsters with trampolines. They would run around, and the market would fall. You bounce right back up. It's kind of cool. So PPT back, market's not going down at all. You don't fight the Feds, rule number one of day trading. So I've been waking up longing the market pretty much at market open and at market open and at Globex open, and longing. It's been great. So today I'm going to long every day for years until the narrative changes, I guess. I don't know. But going forward, nice flat open. Where am I going to long today is going to be the right answer. And the question is, I don't think it comes any lower than this. Certainly, I'm hoping it's coming lower than that. 66.60 on the Z contract is a nice, tidy little low to grab, at least for today as well. 96, right at the 24,500 level. It's like a nice little sort of psychological area. We got monthly hedge below us. No really big news coming out this week. Maybe could see some pre-Fed selling, but either case, whatever dip we get, I'd like to get a bounce and come back in. Today's the day. I'm not going to chase this too long at the open. I'm going to wait for a bounce. And if I do, we open up with all good signals anyways, greater bull market bullish and all that stuff, which we will have. DD ratio will be greater than half. The amounts will be bullish, be above NHP, all that stuff. Bullish. If Res is not really long and strong in a flat day, I'm not going to usually chase. And if I do, it's probably just one account. That's it. Monthly maps is fixed. Yes, all you do is you click the D button. The monthly map should open up. So monthly maps are controlled now by switching the time frame to daily, and anything else less than daily candle duration should move you straight to liquidity maps again. So basically I'm saying full port open. I'm gonna long in one contract, one account probably at the open, as long as resilience isn't terrible, and just do what I did yesterday, let it ride, and probably expect it to take some heat, some drawdown, and then I'll take a really big fat long off of whatever support pivots you get. Hopefully liquidity pockets, hopefully something, but it's likely to be another BLU, bull long up, long and open, positive res, same deals every day. Matt, you're a sexy. Stop. Tell me something I don't know. I think we sweep to the 525 Asian low. Yeah, somewhere in there is about exactly. I would not at all be surprised. I think you're 100% right. Days like this sort of just go up and then come down. Make our way back up to 80. Yeah, a pretty decent path today would be for this to again, we'll see what the market does. You know, fill the gap, overshoot a little bit, come up to here. Remember, we're transitioning. This is a VIX transition day. Tonight we have a new roll. We roll over tonight into a new VIX contract, and tomorrow morning VIX options expiration. So we get a little bit of funkiness off of that. Like, could be some day like that, but basically a green day with the tail. So a tiny tail. Tiny tail sounds like a cartoon we would have watched as a kid. Tiny Tail Adventures. Or Tiny Toons, remember that show? Okay, Tiny Tail, here we go. Just like basically ending up right where we are with a little bit of a wick. That's it. Nothing crazy. Like no selling off, no filling gap, none of this. So a little bit of a wick, complete green for the end of the day. That's what I feel. Essentially back to where we started. Back to where we are now. Breaking the high, maybe not, but maybe somewhere in here. Remember, Fed Day's tomorrow, so it's going to be unlikely we get a lot of movement. And Fed Day, remember, there's a lot of people wanting to bet on the 50 basis point cut. Speaking of, let's load that up and see what it actually is. 4%, yeah. So there's a lot of people trying to bet on that 4% of people thinking we get 50 basis point cut. That's a little bit less than what we had last week, which was 12. And so there's still people going off the previous, round where the last dot plot was showing that there were like 7 FOMC members voting on no rate cut until the Jackson Hole flipped the script. Now we're probably going to see everybody in the FOMC believing we need a rate cut for the most part. The dot plot progression was 2 dot plots ago. We had 4 people believing no rate cut was necessary. Last time we had 7. This time we could have 0. And so that's kind of what we're thinking, like what are we going to get in the projections tomorrow? We get the dot plots tomorrow after the Fed meeting, after the announcement for the press conference, since dot plots will come out and let us know. As you see, Wall Street is betting on a guaranteed chance of a rate cut based on Jackson Hole comments. 96% of a 25, 4% of a 50. And so there's still a bunch of people that were betting on 0 rate cut, because this used to be 10 to 20 to sometimes 40% chance of 0 cut to, split the rest of it was 25 cut. So with up to upwards of 40% of traders believing on no cut, now jumping into 1 to 2 25 chunk moves, you got a lot of bulls been waiting to get in without a dip. And so you get this kind of weird mechanic to where whatever dip we get is going to get bought up. It's almost impossible to believe otherwise. And so again, ever since the Jackson Hole, which was like way back here, there's only been like 1 really solid dip for bulls to get it on. They have not been given a chance. So the market's pretty much baiting people. Yeah, you went to 50 basis point cut. Well, you missed your opportunity. So the market has not had any dips, and it's just gone straight up. And I think that's really going to happen until Fed. Essentially just leak up and leak up and leak up, and then maybe some sell of the news. But I think that's what Wall Street is pretty much doing. Pricing in the idea that if you want to be a bull on the rate cut, well, I ain't giving you a dip on the way up. Matt Evans says, can I ask you a question? You don't have to ask me to ask a question. That was the question. Was that the question, Matt Evans? Or is there a follow-up question to your, can I ask you a question? The Land Before Time? Wait, Land Before Time? Is that y'all talking about? Dude, that reminds me. Oh, y'all remember Land Before Time? So when I was a kid, if you went to Pizza Hut, you had some kind of special thing where I don't know what you did, but you basically, I remember going to Pizza Hut one time and going home with like Land Before Time merch and the movie that I got at Pizza Hut. I don't know if you get, I don't remember the event, but anybody else get Land Before Time from Pizza Hut when you were a kid? Remember when you used to go into Pizza Hut and actually eat pizza, and then your parents would give you a quarter and you go play Galaga or something, like the old school video games? They'd have the video games in there, but they weren't like the arcade. They were the flat top. You sit at the table. I remember we got our version of Land Before Time from Pizza Hut. They had something. Rip the story behind Ducky. Wait, no, what's the story? Wait, what happened? The story behind Ducky. Are you talking about Ducky's real story or something outside of the movie? Bring back the Pizza Hut buffet. I know, right? Well, there's that fun fact is that like before hipsters took over and before like yoga became like this major crazy fitness craze, and everybody was eating like kale smoothies. They're so good, right? I remember everyone was eating kale for like a decade. Huge thing. Before people started actually eating kale, Pizza Hut was the largest purchaser of kale on the planet. That was a throwaway vegetable that nobody likes. It tasted so weird. And so Pizza Hut used to line up and decorate its buffet with kale. And they were the largest, this is just a fun fact, the largest purchaser of kale on the planet for the longest time till the hipster scene emerged and health conscious humans started shopping at Whole Foods. The cost became worth it. And everybody started eating kale. The Pizza Hut. You guys remember now? You're like, holy crap! I remember the Pizza Hut buffet used to have this fluffy greenery around it, right? It looked like a forest. Of course, you would never eat it. It was like decorative, right? Well, those giant leaves of kale. Galaga was your all-time favorite. There you go. Make Pizza Hut great again. Yeah, they got rid of the red roofs. You know, like all the fast food places now got rid of their characteristic charm. Probably so they can resell the buildings when the franchisees move around. Because it's really hard, I guess, if you own like a Pizza Hut, for you to sell like I don't even know what it looks like. Something like this. I can't even draw to save my life. It was like the red roof sort of deal that they had. I'm completely butchering it. It looked like a freaking hat. Kind of hard to sell a building that has like a hat on it, right? And so, you know, your Pizza Hut basically just looks like this. Now it's just a box. McDonald's only has playgrounds and, you know, all the lovely decorative faces of our childhood for all the restaurants we go to. Now, but like these days, you'll usually drive by an old Pizza Hut building and the roof is painted brown and it's like somebody's, I don't know, farmer's insurance company or something these days, right? You don't see the Pizza Hut and the red roof building anymore, unless you go to like small town Texas, which I have driven through some small towns during some of my road trips. And I remember seeing a Pizza Hut with a red roof in some rando town Idoc and I were driving through, and I made her pull over just so we can go in and eat pizza inside a Pizza Hut. Because I finally found one you can eat inside again. She didn't understand how cool it was. I was like, did you remember? Because she's a little bit younger. She's like, I kind of remember, but I don't really remember. It's like, oh. Oh, the voice actor behind Ducky was murdered? No way. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Pizza Hut book it program. Yeah, where you like personal pan pizza for reading. Yeah, if you get the 5 stickers on the button, you get the pan, you get the pizza for every 5 books you'd read. Oh, I remember. Oh yeah. No, it's Bookworm. Like I remember reading like every book on every summer reading list every time I was a kid at the library. Like they'd have a summer reading list of like 50 books and I would read all of them and go back for more. I was that kind of a nerd. I'm sure Pizza Hut probably had my face behind the register and it was like, don't give this kid any more buttons. Okay. From corporate office, this kid is banned from the Book It program. We're gonna go get some free pizza every day. No, but seriously though, my brother too, he got in on that scam. We were both like, dude, free pizza. And my parents were like, if you read the books, we'll get you the free pizza. And we're like, yeah, let's read the books. The manager had my face behind his closet in his own. That's scary. This kid, he's putting on his tie in the morning. He's like, I'm gonna get this kid. The last thing I do. I mentioned the manager being like a Mr. Wilson sort of thing and me being like a Dennis the Menace sort of thing. Just like constant thorn in his side. He's like, that kid, Matt, he's back. The stack of books. I'm like, that's right, Mr. Manager. 1 pizza, 2 pizza, 3 pizza. Your wife at the time worked at Eden Pizza Hut back in the day? Hell yeah. You were lucky. Very nice, very nice. We had this rule at Domino's when I worked there when I was in college. Is if somebody ordered a carry-out pizza and they don't come claim it within a certain amount of time, we just say they never claimed it. And if they come back, we just make them a fresh one because nobody wants an hour-old pizza. So my rule as the manager was like to give them like half an hour, or an hour, sorry. If they didn't come pick up the pizza within an hour, it's free grabs for the employees. So like, look, if they come back, I'm going to make them a new pizza. Because quality is important. So like we have like a countdown on the timer and everybody's like, hey, what's the timer on that? We're like 55 minutes. And they'll be like, all right, 5 minutes. And once you hit 55, there's a freaking like feeding frenzy. We throw it on the back into the washing machines and give everybody like grab pizza to go. So we basically had endless amounts of pizza to eat. I don't think I ever got sick of it either. I was in college. Did I smoke everyone in the competition? I usually did. But yeah, no, but Pizza Hut's horrible. Yeah, let's just start over. Yeah, Pizza Hut's pretty bad. The quality's really bad. When you were a kid though, that's kind of where like 80s culture thrived at Pizza Hut. You gotta think the Ninja Turtles movie and stuff. Every kid was like, oh my God, Pizza Hut. Such an 80s thing. Even though it was like the lowest qualities of pizza you can get. The crust is just miserable. I have to say, Pizza Hut, as a connoisseur at this age of my life. Guys, if you hit the like button, we got like 6 more minutes to go. We'll do giveaways right at 500. The goal is you got 30 minutes to get to 500. That's it. 30 minutes or we cancel giveaway. It's the new rule. 30 minutes, get the likes up so everybody click it. So 30 minutes after market open. We got that. Smash it. But anyways, yeah, like Pizza Hut, the crust is weird. It's not even real like pizza crust. As a connoisseur, I think it's pretty gross. Stuffed crust still slaps. I'd rather eat like a DiGiorno stuffed crust, to be honest. Wait, Dunkin' Donuts throws all their donuts away at the end of the day, or did until you found out. Rick Handle's out there when they got a trash bag full of old donuts. They knock the door open. He's standing there by the dumpster, like, and they're like, "All right, kid, here's your donuts." I would have done that too. I would have been like, they throw them out. You see me like, maybe my brother would like hide in the dumpster, like in a TV show. Yeah, there we go. They throw them out. You got to think. You got to wonder what they do with all the donuts because they don't last more in the day, anyways. Papa John's all the way. Papa John's good, but like I'm spoiled because like I live in the city where we don't get a lot of chain pizza places, so I get the pizza places here that when you order like a couple pizzas, it's like becomes like $100 after tip. It's all like gourmet crap in the city. Bougie pizza for fancy people. Long ago, when I lived in New York, I used to eat Tony's Pizza, best Brooklyn pizza ever. And they're like 10 zillion Tony's pizzas is though. Like with battles over like who's the original Tony's or whatever. I feel like when I was in New York, every pizza place was a Tony's Pizza. And they were like warring over like, they were like, we're the original. We're like, we're the original. Have I tried Frank's in Houston? Yeah, Frank's is good. Like we used to pile into Frank's when we'd be like bar hopping downtown a long time ago. Kind of the way to go. Or is it Ray's? No, it's Ray's. That's right, not Frank's. Was it Ray's? Ray's Original. That's right. Ray's Original. Original Ray's, all that stuff. I don't make it to New York too often these days, but I do remember all that. The original. Pizza Hut, Square, and Domino's. Oh, you take that back, sir. I don't want to hear this. It's not correct. Now, Domino's in the 80s and 90s had like a better crust. And then in the 2000s, when I was working there, corporate issued the directive for, we're now doing zesty crust. And everybody's like, what the fuck is zesty crust? We're like 2 extra steps when you cook. You gotta brush the crust with some butter and sprinkle some jazz over the top of it, whatever it was, some special seasonings and all that. Zesty crust. Horrible idea. Just give me the regular dough crust, you know what I'm saying? But I digress. The zesty crust thing, I wasn't behind that. I was bigger on old school Domino's cardboard crust taste, man. It was great. Plus, like, you know, there was like one of the only times I actually had food in college was when I would like, you know, shark a pizza or two from work on the way to school. And I'd show up to school with a couple boxes and then the engineers would just eat it right up, throw it on the table in the middle of the study area. Because I was manager, so I'd work the morning shift and engineering classes are always at night in the afternoon. Wake up, make pizzas for all the schools and birthday parties. That's who orders pizza in the morning, is like freaking schools, pizza parties all day long, dude. Oh, you got to order for this elementary school for 22 pizzas, and I'm just like making them one at a time by myself. And so I'd leave work with a couple extra pizzas that, you know, people forgot to pick up. So, you know, that would that fed me for like 3 years, and gotta appreciate Domino's. I would have been starving otherwise. I was a Poe college kid. So, but I remember when I was a kid, speaking of Domino's, when I was a kid, my dad would order an extra pizza just so we can eat it cold the next day, on purposefully. So we'd have like Saturday morning cartoons, watching the X-Men with my brother and my dad, and just snacking on like cold Domino's. All right, Mark's about to open. We have a slight gap up, but it's mostly going to be flat. We're within like 4 points in S&P, not really that big of a move. Unless resilience is big and fat, I'm not excited to just jump into the open. I'm probably going to wait for this kind of dip today. I'm going to wait for maps. I think if I do grab an open move, it's probably going to be, let me get right here. Probably just going to be one account, one contract, nothing crazy. And it. Wait on this. Remember, flat, we don't really care too much, like flat days too much. Resilience is really strong, 30, 50 greater. I'm not going to really like jump in on something and be too eager. What I do think is that we don't pass today's high, so I want to get a good stretch at the low to jump back down into it, wherever we end up getting. So 49, 30, 70. So resilience is good, but let me give it like 2 or 3 minutes to really settle out. Okay, get to open and close there. All right, there's the real numbers coming through as the other stocks are opening up. Negative on NASDAQ, positive 20. See, it's not really that strong. I'm not getting that big fat move here. So gap fill is probably in order today. Guys, do me a favor, smash the like button. We get that to 500 by 10 o'clock Eastern, or you don't do the giveaways anymore. So 500 likes is the new rule. If you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button really quick for me. What are the other chat members ask about my funded futures? I'm not really sure. The same guy who made stuffed crust also made the McFlurry, the McGriddle, the DQ mixer, also found Smashburger among other food inventions. Are you kidding? So I'd like to believe, and I don't care what you guys think, I invented something that's on the Domino's menu. I did. And believe me or not, I don't give a shit. But in my head, I invented it, okay? So we used to work there. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. But, you know, a lot of my guys were like stoners and potheads, right? And no, they would never get high on the job while we were driving. I didn't allow that. After work, I didn't really care what anybody did. But you usually get a little pretty hungry, you know, when you're mopping the floors and shit. You know, these guys would like, you know, clearly be slightly not admitting or denying, but whatever, but just slightly hungry, if you may. And so we give us some crazy pizza concoctions, you know, towards the end of the day. And now strictly was not allowed when you're driving. We really were safe about it, you know. But at the end of the night, you know, when you're not delivering pizzas, it's like 2 in the morning. You're, you know, scrubbing the pans, mopping the floors. Some of the pizza makers may go outside and, you know, spark one. So anyways, just to kind of like, you know, because you had 2 hours to clean up the store or whatever, and they get pretty hungry, so we would invent shit. And I remember we invented steak pizza crust, and we put the butter, the zesty butter, but it wasn't zesty, it was just the straight up butter. It's called whirl, and we had so many jokes about whirling on pizza because it's the word was really funny. But whirl is kind of margarine that the name of the margarine they used. So we put the whirl all over the pizza balls. We make cinnamon sugar on them, and we would cook them. We called them Cinnaballs. And then, you know, sometime in the future they had Cinna-Sticks, but they stole that idea from me, okay? I swear to God, that was my idea. Don't tell anybody. I was the first person to ever whirl on the bread and put cinnamon sugar on it and bake it, okay? And then we tell people that we whirled on the bread. People would look at you like, what the fuck is that? So anyways. No, it's a in science we call it convergent evolution. It's where two independent systems stumble upon the same efficient way or technique of doing something, and it seems like they're coordinated when they're not. That's typically just how data works. The efficient or the most obvious or next solution is usually achieved independently as people stumble upon the same solution simultaneously. Yeah, cinnamon sugar is the next logical fucking step. Okay, I don't even care what you nerds in here think. I invented that shit. Okay, next logical step, whatever. Okay, it was not a logical step. I was a genius. Okay, completely the only person in the world to ever put cinnamon sugar on bread. Fuck the donut companies. Fuck all of you. It was mine. I invented it. Okay, whatever. But seriously, that was the next logical step. I feel like every high pizza employee invented that because he had all the ingredients laying around and he got tired of eating pizza. So like everybody was probably just like adding cinnamon sugar to it. But like, yeah, dude, like Who, I was like, who wants Cinnaballs? And everybody's like, yeah, let's make some. So anyways. Are you thinking about getting metal legs? Sit on my face. Why is he so weird? I invented cinnamon toast. I did, and screw you if you say otherwise. Okay. All right. So I'm curious as to why QQQ open is still referencing. Okay, we're still referencing you. He hasn't fixed that yet. Okay. Fucking terrible. Okay. This needs to fix ASAP. But let me go ahead and Nasdaq is still not, or S&P is still not rolling correctly. Unless let me see if I switch. Let me see if I do that really quick. So no long at the open. I'm gonna let the market pull back a little bit. Let me see if Z25 refreshes. Oh, I guess you have to refresh it for it to load up. Okay. No, that's you. That's you. Okay. So Z is not referencing open and close correctly. It is. I guess you just have to refresh it then. Okay. Who wants a mustache ride? Super Troopers. Well, I do. Yes, I found fun. All right. Let's see. Orange line is an MHP. It's the dynamics, the overnight MHP. So right now, our resiliences are slightly positive, slightly negative, a little bit of divergence there. The index divergence should be red. It is red right here. Not necessarily going to jump in it along here. We're going to let this guy pull back. We do have MHP as support today. Oh my God, this would be the perfect freaking trading day. MHP to support for a long on NASDAQ. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. Okay, good. This is what I'm looking for. Greater market bullish, 88% on bull market for stocks. We've got SPY of MHP, which is great. Let's see if I can get my SPY daily chart. Let's see the monthly maps loading up. We fix this. How do I? Oh, I just click this, and I click this, and I click that. Where's monthly maps? Oh, baby. Perfect. So now, guys, monthly maps will automatically toggle when you switch to D chart, by the way. Perfect. Do QQQ. Slightly like liquidity pocket. Oh, it defaults to 1. Sure. Okay. Put in a note to not have it default. This should leave the last state that you're in. Still bullish on both sides. Okay. Just the December NASDAQ. Let's go to December S&P. Okay, we're gonna wait for the pullback. Lower MHP would be perfect setup today. Resiliences are both actually negative, so gap fill looks to be likely from here down to there. I'm not shorting it, but I would like to see a little bit of a pull. I'm gonna say right here at the bottom, I'm gonna take some of my first trades. S&P to fill the gap is likely. Let's wait for that, right? We're gonna be smart today. Hopefully today's not the big sell-off day. Yeah. Do it, meow. Did you just say meow? He's like, come on, Ramthorn. Let's play that game where you walk around saying pussy all the time. Actually, they dared each other to say meow a bunch of times. Like, well, that's lame. Yeah, I know. Say car ramrod. No, I'm not gonna say car ramrod. Say it. Gold is all faithful gold still running. Okay, we have gap fill on S&P. First attempt at a long could be to take along the gap fill S&P. 44.94 though. It's a little brutal here. Shenanigans. I'm gonna pistol whip the next guy that says the word shenanigans. Okay. All right, so the gap has been filled. It's obviously negative res as a gap fill predictor, resistance across the board. I don't want to take these B setups. I kind of would love to get this A setup. I'll hit it with almost all my accounts if we drop down to MHP support, which should be good. MHP resiliences are nice and strong and positive, which is great. The momentum is a little, you know, to the downside here. So let's let it push. Maybe it could bounce through here to fill the gap. Not really going to take it. So let's wait and chill. See when I get something better. You struggle with shorting? I feel ya. This is the bounce point if there is one. This could be the one I can miss out for the day if it bounces here. But for whatever reason, I feel the need to not take it from here. I just got a feeling. I got a bad feeling. Double check VIX. VIX is also tailing up, and also VIX expiration tomorrow morning. So VIX has been kind of trading up just a little bit. Kind of keep that in mind. Our dynamics are really close to them. I'm going to kind of show you guys on my thinkorswim here. All right, so let's pull back a little bit. You guys are just tuning in. My name's Matt. I am live futures trader. Obviously, I am about to go live in my third prop firm. Live is where you make so much money in the prop space to kick you a live count. $15,000 away from profiting from that profit. 15,000 profit away from live account with Tradeify. That'll be my third live account. I just started in props this year, so it's kind of a neat journey just to see. It's really hard to do, and just say that I did. It's kind of nice. I'm competing right now in my funded futures competition against all the other hosts from the TV show. And we'll see. I'm repping the shirt today. We'll see how well I do. It's no holds barred. All trading styles allowed. All market styles allowed. Multiple trades a day. There's no rules on it. Good deal. Looks like we're pulling back. Negative resilience. It's pretty solid on NASDAQ. Let me check the sector tracker really quick. And we'll also see what the Fed watch is opening up at. It should be closer to 4% again, but we'll see. Hold on. SPY, sector tracker. Now this is a bounce point where we are right now at the open. Again, these B setups, I mean, I could try to take it, but I just have a weird feeling about today. We're going to pull back a little further. I'm going to take MHP as the long, just to see what we get. And I'll play that. Look, I'm going to take the MHP at the long. I'll play the every single time song. I'll put on the headband. I'll headbang a little bit. I'll get up and play air guitar. You guys know the drill. I'm going to do all of it when we get there. So we're going to wait till we get there. Little nice, easy spread of consumer staples, financials, healthcare down. Healthcare is a big part of the NASDAQ, by the way. So tech is sort of up. Comms are up, but some of the other things are down. So it's going to, it's a lot of what's deteriorating in the NASDAQ today is going to be that. Let's see if I can predict the whole day. Let me get the EST song ready and prepped ready to go. We're a monthly map. So monthly maps are now done by clicking the chart, clicking daily. Monthly maps open up automatically when you switch time frames. So it's a little bit more efficient. We got rid of the control button over here. It just automatically shows monthly maps here on daily chart now. Markets bearish, Ash Day, first day back after vacation. The split charts are fantastic. I know, right? It's like a total game changer. Now I no longer have to rely on Simon Dean for half of my trade setups. Simon, bless his heart, in there every single morning, like EST NASDAQ, and typing it like, and then repeating it like 10,000 times so that I don't not see it on the wrong chart. You guys had my back for years, guys. Matt, check out NASDAQ, EST SPY. Oh shit. Okay, now I can see it, so that's good. He's retired, yes. You served this company well, sir. I'm sorry we never paid you. But your service was appreciated. Okay. Falling from here, possibly not for me. With negative res, it could still continue to fall. Let me double check where we're on these Z contracts, right? So let me make sure I got I drew my dynamics on here earlier. What the heck? Oh, I drew it on you. Oh crap. Okay, hold on. So 42 and 65. Okay, well, good. This is the suspicion I had yesterday that we'd be tapping down some of these lower lows. So keep in mind, 65 S&P is kind of where that little area is. And NASDAQ is kind of in a worse boat as far as resilience is, and NASDAQ actually has fallen a little bit less. S&P is slightly green, flat to green, or sorry, flat to red, and NASDAQ is slightly green. And NASDAQ is a little worse condition according to RES. So I would not trust moves in NASDAQ over I would not trust S&P's moves, because S&P is in a, NASDAQ, what am I trying to say? NASDAQ is in a slightly better condition percent-wise. Like NASDAQ is still green for the day here with the worse res. So NASDAQ is stretching a little further from the stocks to the upside. Diagnosis, we're still going to sell off. Damien and Haribo. Gummy bears? Did you know That's you want gummy bears? I'll give you gummy bears, dude. If you want to know, did you know that the white or whatever gummy bears were strawberry? I never knew this. I never knew that their white ones were like strawberry, and they didn't make them red because it confused the palate or with the raspberry ones. Did y'all like know this? This is a crazy fun fact. Literally, put me on your trivia team when we go to the pub. Let me tell you. I'm not making this up. I swear, I think it was like the strawberry ones. Hold on. Completely blew my mind. I think it was, they were like white or something. Or green. No, it's green. I think it was green, not white. Green ones. White ones, pineapples. The green ones are strawberry. That's what it was. Now I got the story right. The green ones were strawberry because they already had like a green apple or something. Or a red raspberry or something. There's some fun fact about it. So yeah, when they say what color the strawberry gummy bears, the Haribo bag is green. I'm not making it up. I'm gonna tell you, it was green. They were green. What? You never knew that, right? Speaking of green candies, what the hell was with the fucking 90s when everyone thought we liked apple? You got rid of the lime Skittle to put an apple Skittle. Green apple was a phase. Everything was like green apple, green apple. Let's be real. None of us liked green apple. Nobody did. What were they thinking? But when they brought back the lime Skittles, I was almost like gonna celebrate with a parade in the streets. I was super excited. The lime Skittle is what made the whole bag of Skittles taste great. And you throw on a handful, that lime flavor gave it that sort of like Skittles flavor and got rid of the lime. I was so sad. Lime is the best. I know. See, they were like Americans are expanding their palate and we're gonna give you something different. I'm like, apple, like even fake apple flavor. Come on, it's not even good enough. So today, guys, you're just tuning in. I'm waiting for monthly hedge pressure dip. This is what I'm looking for today. Nice A+ setup. I'm gonna skip the B's today with negative res and a nice flat opening. We're gonna let it be volatile. Big expiration tomorrow morning, obviously. So we roll into new VIX contract tonight, new triple B tonight. Huge, big, fat amount of contango between the two contracts. So it's gonna be a little volatile today. So let's let it be volatile. All right, we'll let it do its thing. VIX is also trailing up to tie yesterday's highs and trading up just a little tiny bit here. As we roll into the next month's contract, which should be October. What month this is? Yeah, October. It's gonna be 1822. So we have a fair bit, about 2.5 points of contango here. So again, the new triple B is gonna be closer to about 16, and again, similar spot. But we're gonna wait. Let's let this guy move around. It's still volatile. Try to maintain gap fill. Minus 18, minus 40. Not super bullish. Doesn't mean it's going to crash from here, but I kind of would love to wait for the A+ setup today. But you can also take a stab at it. Not strong, not EST, but boy, if we hit that MHP, Papa Bear's going to long it pretty hard today. Don't forget, friends, hit that like button. You guys got about 13 minutes to get the likes to 500, and we'll be doing some MyFund Futures giveaway today. If you guys stay on the channel, by the way, I give away 20 to 30 prop accounts every single day on my shows between the three of them. In the morning, I give away you know, 5 or so accounts. On MyFunded TV, I give away like 20 to 50 accounts. And afternoon, I give away like 5 accounts as well. Green apple and caramel suckers, and those are all right. You just remember like the green apple candy though. Blow pops are legit though. I don't know. I disagree. The green apple to me was the throwaway flavor. And I thought that the argument was like, more sophisticated palate. Let's go backwards and let's go to green apple. And I was like, but green apple just made everything taste weird. Made everything taste like green apple. A handful of Skittles, you get that one lime one in there. It was like the icing on the cake, man. And then they brought the lime is making a comeback in the candy world, which I'm super happy about. Fake apple is so gross. I know, right? But for like 2 decades, we had to endure like green apple flavored candy and stuff. Jolly Ranchers and all that. It was like, who, like this is before like, woke America, where they come up with ideas like even stupider ideas to market stuff. Back in the day, there was some executive with fucking blue hair and a nose ring that was like, we should just make it green apple. And you're like, oh, all right, whatever. We hate that guy, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? They come up with the stupidest ideas back then too. Oh yeah. All right. Waiting for the dip. Banana now and laters. Banana now and laters were goated. You really couldn't beat like fake banana. I know is straight up a chemical flavor, but you couldn't really beat it. And you know, real bananas don't taste like fake banana candy, but the old bananas did. So before we all switched to Cavendish bananas, which we're eating now, because they're more bug resistant and like prone from getting eaten by bugs. That's why the only bananas you get are the flavorless kind of semi-sour tasting bananas. The old bananas that our grandparents ate when they were kids tasted like what banana candy tastes like, that banana flavor. So I hear that there's still places in the world where you can get the OG bananas that taste like banana candy. Never had one before though. So like a banana runt, and people are like, how come fake banana flavor is not what bananas taste like? Because they switched to bananas on you guys. And I gotta put me on your trivia team. I know too much. Like I said, I was the kid they probably would have banned from Pizza Hut because I read every book that ever existed. This kid has taken too many pan pizzas from us. He's reading too much. So the bananas we used to have were smaller and more flavorful and actually taste like banana candy. But you, if you're my age or younger, you never experienced them because they were eaten by bugs. And so it was more economic to switch to the little more tart Cavendish banana. Bananas fucking changed on all of you guys. They scammed you. The bananas your grandparents loved that tasted like banana runts no longer exist. So bananas used to actually taste like bananas, believe it or not. Royal resolution of the monitor that I'm charts are on. Looks like you got a little more space than me on the screen. You got an ultra wide 4K, so I wonder how it would be bigger. I am running 2K monitors, but I have like an ultra crisp, like quantum dot OLED. Oh, hold on. I got a delivery. Did you know that the bananas when our grandparents were kids?
Told me. Gross and disgusting.
No, the new ones are gross and disgusting.
What?
Now let me move my disco ball cowboy hat. Important stuff. Thank you for making breakfast, by the way. Green juice. Ooh, baby. A little red flush candle there. Glad I'm set on the sidelines on this. Why I read this market perfectly today. Hey, listen, Ryan's yelling at you to get pickle.
Why?
He's pissed that you didn't bring him.
Hey, I just have rights too.
You know Ryan. You know how Ryan is. He gets mad when he doesn't see pickle in the mornings. Oh, thank you. All right, guys, hit the 500 likes. Good job. Good job. We are down. Definitely ready. Giveaway to go away. We'll do that in just like a little bit once the trade day gets started. 24,480 MHP is what I'm targeting. Let me double check on 66.65 S&P. I swear I drew the line on here, but we'll have to do it again. That is going to be... Need to be a game show host?
Yeah.
Like what game show whenever you get it? Hey, 24, Old. The gentleman and the disco ball cowboy hat.
Gentlemen, excuse you.
For $24 in a bag of gummy bears. All right. That's all he had. Thanks for breakfast, man. Watch for cap. Oh, thank you. Ian's right. Yeah. How far off are we from highs today? Ian's correct. Let's actually mark the cat line. Let's do S&P. You are 100% right. Let's mark cat line today. 57.50 off of 96. So that's 40. Oh, that's way down there. Yeah, let's just mark it just to have it. That's pretty far away. So we're not gonna get close to it yet. But just a note. Good deal, good deal, good deal. I can't wait to play the EST song. Let's get some MHPs up in here. Just sitting out today for now, just letting it do its thing. Perfect. Resilience is not improving. Yeah, we need to stretch pretty far away from the resistance here. So there's pre-market lows. Clearly you can see some support there. Just in a technical sense that there could be some Nasdaq is breaching pre-market lows. All right. Pretty smart so far today. Could this be the flush candle? Do, 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 do. Like my brain is like, press the long button. No. Yeah. A plus or bust. That's what I'm thinking. Even though I miss out on all of this, that'd be kind of, it's about a 60, 50 point move. What do you guys think? We break Asia lows? Keep going. XL cables on bottom. Yeah, let's double check. Let me double check stocks really quick. Do we have some support here? Nvidia, no. Apple running. Amazon running. Liquidity map diagram not updating. It's only updating on. I have to make a note of that real quick. Hold on. Let me send a note to the devs. So by the way, the liquidity map letters being printed on the chart are gone because that was actually drawn over the chart, not on the chart. Now I split screen chart. We can't do that anymore. I mean, I'll actually also the link you used to click on the letters. To bring up the drawing. It's gone. Please move that link to the liquidity map field in the right widget pane, and clicking the pane enlarges the big liquidity map. So I'm gonna change the platform such that, remember you used to have the letters, they used to float in the middle liquidity map, you click at the big diagram and show up. That was actually drawn over the platform and over the charts. Now I have split screen charts, we can't draw it over, it'd be right here in the middle. So the idea is we got rid of that, and I'm gonna make it to where if you click anywhere in here, it'll bring up the large liquidity map. That seems like a logical solution. Okay, I just sent a note to dev for this. Okay, so looking pretty gnarly for this morning. A lot of big tech are falling out. It's good. Not trading this yet. We're waiting for something better, right? MHP bouncing along the shit out of this thing. Pretty good. Double check Fed watch. A Fed meeting tomorrow, so be careful. Other than Fed meeting, nothing too terribly big for the rest of the week. Sectors are starting to even out just a little bit. Comms are down now. They were up earlier. Healthcare was down, now it's up. So again, a little bit of rotation is what this is. So I think healthy rotation ain't so bad. S&P to summer, it's Nasdaq over here. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Boy, I'd be so happy to hit MHP. If I have a perfect read on this market, you have no idea how happy I'm gonna be. I wonder how many contracts I can trade this My Funded Futures account. Should I tap it like really, really, really hard at MHP? Here's what it'll let me get. Carry trade on wine again? Yeah, probably. Trump is speaking. Probably so, probably so. Okay. Am waiting. See the fixes to anything crazy. Still a little clunky. MHP break on VIX. We should have a rational signal here. Yep, right there. Okay. ENQ, EP. I'm still a little clunky switching between the charts, getting used to the new layout. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's great. I'm sitting at these pre-market lows. You think guys think we break the lows or what? Should I just go ahead and try? I wonder how big of a position I can get in. What's the max they give me on this contest account? All right. Start building along-ish from here. 540 to 480 is a 60-point drop. I could try one contract. It's feeling like it's starting to stabilize a little bit. It wouldn't be anything other than maybe the half cap. So again, this is just a one contract, one account gamble. Try it. Again, arbitrarily grabbing from just this flush candle. just to see. If it starts to deteriorate further and further, I'm absolutely fine. I'm going to hit it with all my accounts down into here. But at least trying something. This is pre-market lows. S&P did overshoot lows. I think that's about where I said earlier I wanted to kind of like start attempting a trade at somewhere down in here. But either case, you know, not really too like not too confident about this. So I'm going to build all down inside of here. I've got, this is just overshooting the open. Betting that VIX stabilizes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. S&P is close to 65, so this is the really good bounce point. This final flush candle, I'm just sitting here chilling. I'm gonna start building all down here. Again, this is the big long I want to get. This one I hit with all my accounts. This is just off of technical lows from the Asia session. It's very possible we do overshoot it a little bit and again bounce off of these areas, but I'm sort of kind of like playing, kind of trying to play this area here. Nothing is getting better. Things are deteriorating just a little bit, but again, the bullish side of me is like wanting to do something pretty good. Let me start loading up some of these here. Is this the one? Is this the one? I know it's a little early, but this is where I want to be. This is the low. If you overshoot the low, I've got trade all ready to go right there. So the resetting and zooming, you're gonna have to turn off auto scaling. So if you don't like the auto scaling, you go to your general settings, expand your click the chevron here to expand the menu, then go to settings and turn off auto scaling. If you don't want it to do that. S&P trying to find its balance at hedge pressure. Hedge pressure. It's getting close. This is the bounce point on S&P. $66, $65, that's the one. That's our guy. All right, you ready to rip on this? Good overnight dynamic hold. All right, are you the one? Are you the one today? Are you gonna give us the love today, market, from here? We don't want to see that craziness. We don't want to see that craziness. No, 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 no. Come on, let's kind of see it sort of pivot around. No more volatility today. Get back on point at least to 80, 55, 80. 40 points from here I'll take. Negative res, the best I can hope for is a possible gap fill. Best. Let's see if Grandpa Trump be saying something to move the market today. Save us. Save us, Papa Bear. About to pop in 5-10 minutes. I can feel it. Feels like it. We get the bullish somewhat support on liquidity map. But in general, I do want to see hedge pressure, at least recovery bounce at minimum. Can we get a little bit of movement there? This rollover mechanics, obvious of expiration. I'm still betting on not a big sell-off day, but I could be wrong, right? Market can completely dive today and just nuke everything. I was hoping to see a green, like I said, a green day with a little bit of a tail on it. It's kind of maybe support inside of here. This is what I want to see. You don't usually just sell off and clobber through that right after you roll over. Usually with that much contango built in, the market's usually pretty resilient to falling. So that's about the limit to where I think we're going to be about right in here. I think how NASDAQ is just sort of like doing slightly better than S&P, which is crazy. And NASDAQ is like tailing up pretty good. S&P fell a little harder. All right, let me go see if I can win this My Funded Futures contest. But have you guys been watching the show? Do they have any standings or anything? Are they reporting like who's winning or who's got what? I haven't been really paying attention. There's a link to click the standings. I'm probably like in dead last right now because I haven't started. Or leaderboard. Hold on, guys. I'm missing a crucial key component of my strategy. Hold on. Should I get a bunch of these on here? Hold on. Should I get this right? Well, I know it's gonna be a while. I got like 12 more to draw, so hang with me, okay? Don't go anywhere. This is a guaranteed trading strategy. It's fucking proven. I saw it on TikTok. Okay? I saw some fucking loser doing this on TikTok, and I'm gonna do it today. Okay? It's gonna work. Let's see if it works. I'm making money. I'm making money. Must be working. Holy jeez. God. Guaranteed strategy. So remember the guaranteed. I turned $5,000 to $500,000 just with a box of crayons. Happens. It's part of trading. If you guys don't know, then you just don't know. Back tested over the last 2 weeks. Oh yeah. All right, let's go. Come on. NASDAQ, give us some love. S&P trying to press again the lows. Oh wait, I deleted the wrong line. Actually, 66, 65 needs to be there. I joked too soon on this. It still does the target bounce. Hang in there. It was looking somewhat solid. See, it only worked for a split second. I swear it broke all my trend lines, so pardon me. What's all the talk with Terry? Wait, Terry from My Fund of Futures? Or Tori? Tori the trendline girl. Is it because I deleted lines? Oh, that's probably true. I don't really pay much attention to social media last night. Oh, Tori, I don't know. I think I made a post that went viral, just making fun. Oh, we were saying yesterday in live streaming, somebody's like, there's 11,000 people watching this person, and I tuned in for 5 seconds, and literally the title of the video was like, guaranteed trading strategy to turn $5,000 to $500,000. What? I don't usually. I made a tweet. I was like, you don't usually throw shade, but that shit's fucking fraudulent. I said, this person's a fucking loser, and that's fraudulent. Ain't shit. And I offered a standing challenge. I'll give her $50,000 of my own money. I'll make a trading account for her to trade in, just so I can see the strategy work. And I said, I'll give it to her, and she keep all the proceeds. If she wins, I'm gonna go hedge my bet and bet $50,000 against someone else she blows up. Just in case she blows up, I make my $50,000 back. But $100,000. Personal cold hard cash at any point in time. I had to tell everybody to tag her. That shit went viral. So, guaranteed trading strategy, you guys. I'm telling you, you can turn $5,000 to $500,000 in stocks. Easy peasy. And use the word guaranteed really gets the bros. Hacker's hard, I guess. I don't know. All right, looks like we're pressing. This is kind of making me feel a little nervous here, but this is certainly like where I'm looking for S&P to bounce. I was super excited to see a little bit of green here. Now again, if we go to MHP, then we'll get MHP would be when that tap would be, but hopefully S&P gets the bounce point here. It's looking a little more brutal than I was expecting. All right, let's trim. Let's trim down. There's 66, 65. That's the bounce point I'm looking for. Hopefully you get that on S&P. Oh, I guess I can only trade 2 contracts on the my funded challenge. Okie doke. Good to know. All right, I'm engaged. Let's do it. That's the bounce we wanted. I think Pat also made a post. I think most people who actually trade and, you know, duke it out in the markets every day on YouTube. We kind of find it to be like, not to say too much about it, but it's almost like stolen valor when you see other people like just show up and just claim to do what you do every day. Like if I was a surgeon, I walked down the street and I saw somebody trying to, you know, sell somebody organ transplants in an alleyway, like, oh, I'm a surgeon. I'd probably just walk up and knock their teeth out. Just be like, nah, dude, I went to school for this. Think like a Marine seeing somebody at a bar with some, you know, fatigues they bought at a fucking Salvation Army, trying to pick up chicks, pretending to be a Marine, probably deck the guy on the spot. Just feel a little, not to promote violence or anything, but you feel a little extremely dishonored that someone's bamboozling honest people using something you worked hard for. So I feel like the general consensus is very much like who do these people think they are sort of thing. So people usually give them a lot of heat when they're like obviously swindling people. Silently, actually, Matt's very pacifist, very, very peaceful. Like, unless you start something. I'm like a badger. Like I kind of mind my own business, but I'm harmful if cornered. You know what I'm saying? Like a mongoose, bro. Like, don't fuck with me. I'm pretty vicious when cornered. I'm cute and cuddly otherwise. Anyways, I think people on social media is just poking fun at her because her presentation was obviously wacky and fraudulent. So that's where y'all were seeing that post about everybody on socials just kind of had a little bit of fun with it. Anyways, I told her I'd give her my own money. I'd start a trading account up to 50 grand in it. She can have it and trade it. And I'll see how well it works in the course of a month. Let's go. Oh, did I not play the song? Did I not play the song? Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys. You know what? This morning I predicted that I'd play the song. Shit. My bad. But I'm sure she's a sweet girl nonetheless. This is Wall Street, baby. Well, technically EST, blue isn't EST, but it's MST most every time. What her uncle taught her to trade oil and she was telling, yeah, her uncle's a fucking scam artist too. It's the funny part. It's like a fucking breeding family of rabbits over there. There's gurus popping out gurus every other week. ESG. But more power to them. I don't focus on other people. Weak minds focus on other people only for the sake of comedy. As a joke teller, as a professional comedian, you have to have a punchline or two. But I don't really focus most of my energies on what other people are doing. I know I fucking crush in the markets, and that's all I care about. But it is sometimes kind of funny to have memes in our industry where we can make fun of the goofy shit that happens. Kind of keeps us from pushing the button over trading too much. Yes, change every single time. Yo, we're almost at 1,000 viewers. You guys about to trigger bonus Tradeify straight to funded giveaway. At 1,000 viewers, we'll be giving away one straight to funded account with Tradeify as well. We'll be giving away a bunch of my funded futures accounts as well today. I give away like 20 to 30 accounts pretty much every day on my streams. Is strong. Resilience is still negative, so it shouldn't go much higher than here. Half gap, I'd be happy enough just to get that. Every single time. Battle cries. Fortune takes. Run, bro. Mistake. Half gap, 24,570 Nasdaq would be a good exit target. At least for Nasdaq with negative res, the safe exit target is to take profit there. Hold through some chop. I'm gonna take profit in some of the accounts. Just trimming a little bit. At least just to get the bounce. The rest of them with ones I'm just gonna hold through. With battle cries. The longest dynamic overnight hedge pressure 65.65, the level I talked about pre-market. That's it. I didn't grab this in all of my accounts, just about half of the accounts off of this dip right here, which is good. So, and I could be wrong, as usual. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or right, because if you're wrong from the right place, you're always wrong small. Right? That's the rule. Wrong from the right place, you're always wrong small. That's the rule. Oops. So this is for gamma exposure. This is hedge pressure, weekly hedge pressure. It's just gamma exposure level is positive resistance there. Weekly hedge pressure resiliences are positive, which leads me to take it as an EST sort of setup. I've got perfect confluence on hedge pressure bounces, which was good. What's going on with this guy? Maybe I'm wrong. But I did draw like, what the fuck is going on with my little drawing tool here? Come on. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is weird. Is anybody else experiencing this, or is this just me? Can you guys put like a drawing tool on your thing and... Is it acting weird in the split screen? Yeah, it's a little weird on the side chart. Let me put this in development as well. Hold on. So DD bands are wrong in spot. You have to go change your spot contract in the table, Clint. Make sure you go to the table and switch it. DD bands will draw off of what you designate in the table. So in your table, we're gonna get rid of that in the next updates where it automatically knows which contract you're looking at. But you go to your table, switch everything from U to Z, and it will actually update the bands for you. Yeah, so it seems like on the side chart on split screen, it gets a little... It's a little laggy and weird. Yeah, this is a little weird. So I'm going to put a bug on this to have it, bug investigation report on this. So the drawings are weird. God, I love that song so much. When you're wrong from the right place, it's all that matters. When you're wrong from the right place, you're always wrong small. It's the rule of trading. Being wrong from the right place is the best way to go. All right, we haven't heard the good song in a while. No, that's not the one we want to hear. We want to hear, hold on, we go to the finalists. Song finalists, let's go guys. It's pretty good. Pretty good balance point today. I like what we're seeing. What do we want to hear today? My breakout flame, my crush, my rocket scooter. Hold on, let me get my Trapper Keeper out so I can scribble on it all the boys that I like. Brian Stock, Tyler, Pat Wieland. Does this remind you like the fucking Breakfast Club stuff or whatever, you know, like. Who are all your trading crushes, guys? Who's your favorite traders out there? You see the 80s hair? Oh yeah, the like straight up dude, like the fluffy you know, like the poofy sort of like, yeah, mullet-ish looking hair. All right, come on, Marky, let's get some movement today. Let's go. Matt, you're my crush. Aww. Aww. Okay, so essentially, yeah, with resilience slimming negative, there's going to be resistance as the indicators are showing. There's going to be resistance here. It's not necessarily going to be a big rally up or easy to rally up. These are actually a damning sign to the movement. So the stocks are more comfortable here. So the best I can hope for, at least my PT is there for half gap. S&P, I'd hope for something a little bit, at least 79 to resist off of it. So that's basically it. And the fact that there is still some selling here is not the best. We had a squeeze, a second squeeze, and then additionally more selling. So this might actually be a signal for me to get out of the way. But whatever. You guys see the hair? This was the, that was the picture, right? So you got like, they did a pretty good job with that. This would be exactly me in the 80s, dude. I would be absolute, like complete. That's literally perfect. This is also Matt from high school. This is Matt in the high school if I was in high school in the 80s. So this was like Matt in the high school in the 90s. This is literally exactly, this is exactly what I look like now, with the exception of the long hair and the eyeliner. They got everything. This is straight the Aussie with the Apple Watch. That's pretty Matt-like. They did a good job with that one. All right. So it doesn't look like, it looks like we're getting a little bit of pushback. I had to take profit on some of the accounts. Not really doing too much. I'm going to hang on to it. Rocket Scooter, you're my number one. Okay. I'm queuing up the let's... Oh, wait. We need the Wish Fan song. This is what we're looking for. That's what I meant to play. But I committed to 80s once I heard it. All right. We know the drill here, guys. If we get to 1,000 viewers, I'll give away a Tradeify straight to fund it as well. So feel free to let everybody know. But you know, I'm going to tweet something in a second. Okay, and this is the fingers are crossed just to kind of see. All right. What do you guys think? Probability up or down? Am I wrong? Do you guys think? It doesn't feel like I'm right. What are we thinking? Gamma, what are you guys thinking? It doesn't feel good, but it doesn't feel bad either. It just feels like what the expected move was. Yeah, down to MHV, very possible. Yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm winning this. Although, we'll see. I'm stabilizing some of this. Really big tech can start to rally us. Google supporting. And Google just pivoted random. That's why I was like, okay, let me get in on this. So seeing some of the big tech wasn't really selling. It's just a rotation day. So rotation can pivot anywhere. It's also a VIX, day before VIX expiration. So you're going to see some volatility appearing. Come on, market. Wait, there's no way those DD bands are right. What the hell? Oh, I'm on September, sorry. Okay. What's going on here? Where am I? This is our tradition here at the Whoosh Fan. All right, let's hang on. Let's get it. Come on. Everything that I have is sort of flat-ish that I didn't take profit on. Some things I took profit on the first move up just to get my 10 points and took some scalp profit on those. Everything else, just waiting for the bigger reversal with smaller position. Yada, yada. You guys know the drill. We're throwing every song that we got at this. Finally, the one that usually works. As much as we got it. We gotta hope. We got the lucky headband on. Got the lucky Whoosh Fan on the stream. We got our prayer song to the market gods. Paying our tribute to that which we can't control. The almighty stock market.
Rockets fast, scooters slow.
Amazon MHP.
Will we bounce? Nobody knows.
Make sure you break on Amazon. Hope. Man. Get some movement here. That'd be nice to see some Amazon bounce here, but this is like when you get this as resistance, it usually kind of puts a damper in your plan. I would love to see at least see half cap today. Would be nice. 570 on NASDAQ would be good. So negative resilience just means like resistance. So my high of the day is here. As long as if this white line stays less than 0, your high of the day or high of the session is here. So at least on the way down, I try to take a bet that at least we can get a move inside of here before it does die out, especially with the market being so bullish. I'd be a little surprised if it just fell and fell and fell and kept falling. Oh. As anticlimactic as it is to see the market fall and stay low. I hate these Fridays that we had where the market would just basically fall and then stay and not give us anything. But I think this close to Fed and this just being a big rotation event, I think we're going to have some movement. I don't think the market's going to sit still. Just the question is it down farther? This market ain't going to sit still today. It's going to move. We got a lot of money shifting in. So look at how quickly the sectors have moved around. Comms went from down to up, now back to down. Energy's way up now. Financials are way down now. Like everything was ever. Tech was way up and now it's down. Now it's a lot of like selling of all the things. So the question is this the bounce point where everything kind of stabilizes out? Resilience is giving us no love today, so we've got resistance from the open and resistance from yesterday's close. That's kind of the crummy part, but we're gonna hold on to it. Hey guys, have you ever seen one of those kind of guys that likes to wear a dress and go into the woman's bathroom? Look up 16 comments from the bottom where this guy's talking about his, I don't know, his crypto coin bullshit test. There he is. We spotted him. We spotted the man in the dress. Look at him. His pronouns are get fucking banned. So, get banned. Oh my god. Robert Redford. No way. Oh, that sucks. He's a legend.
Market, please don't die today. Hold the line, don't fade away.
Like one of the most legendaries in Hollywood. Rip Mr. Redford.
Resilience rise, keep this ball alive. Monthly
Your pronouns are long and S&P 69. Let's go. All right, we got the whoosh fan, we got the song, we got the headband. I think we've exhausted all of our lucky charms, so let's see if we get anything out of this one. Song is working. Once the song stops working, the red candles come back, so we got to keep playing the good stuff. All right, hold on. What else do we got? All right, hold on. We got the Monkey Paw song. Have we played Monkey Paw yet? All right, market. Don't die today. Monkey Paw it up. Run it back. I could run. Well, I got Monkey Paw going right now, so after Monkey Paw, we'll play it again if we have to. Knife Catcher's Anonymous. This needs to be the next battle cry. I agree. I feel like Knife Catcher's Anonymous is great whenever you take the loss and everybody just wants to like hug it out. You're having a bad day. Does anybody have the link for the My Funded Futures leaderboard? I'm curious where everybody stands. I don't know what the trading's going to be like. You made a bet with Abby that I'll win the competition. You can only trade 2 contracts. I just noticed that. So. Oh my God, Simon, that's funny. I almost clicked on that. Who's Abby? Oh, Abhishek. Abby is just like, what is his nickname? I don't know if that's his nickname. That's what I call him. Because every friend I've ever had from India whose name was Abhishek always just went by Abhi. So I figured that that's a normally understood nickname. Damn. Some more selling pressure here. Come on. Let that be just a flush candle. Into here. Into here. Come on. It was looking great. It's almost time for the Knife Catcher song. This has been a little bit stronger. Selling pressure. I'm a little bored on this one. Spot gold hits $3,700 per ounce for the first time today. Just be that last little flush candle. I don't see the problem is there's not really a lot of bounce points in big tech either. There's nothing that really is hitting key supports. Amazon's hitting MHP resistance, which is downside. Microsoft MHP break. Meta kind of still no man's land, with a little room to fall. Tesla's moving a little bit. Tesla's just been like the darling stock of the last 2 months. Tesla has not stopped moving. Blah. Well, at least they got the, you know, remember, if you're wrong for the right place, at least you're always wrong small. That's the best part. Being wrong small is the best part of trading. But the profit I took on just the 10 points, first 10 points I got, first couple scalps was definitely. Download more ram.com. Well, the first 2 days of the competition, the market's just been kind of a joke. We didn't get much movement yesterday. There wasn't really any good trades, and this is the first trade now. If again, it's like these competitions on short time frames are mostly luck. If you just happen to get the first trade right, or the second trade right, the shorter, of course, market conditions also dictate, you know, how you win a contest. If I'm like a long only trader and I happen the contest is during a period where I just sit out a lot, I mean, I get a lot of trades. All right. But is there a link where there's a leaderboard? my pronouns are wrong and small.
It was just another wick.
He said Nick will win. He's a good trader. I like to see if it has a leaderboard. Wait, you've been posting it? Oh shit, hold on, my bad. I have a top chat turned on. Let me get a live chat so I can see it. It filters out the links. Oh, my bad. So the only mods can post links in the YouTube chat. I got that. It's like a safety thing. My bad, guys. Thank you, Delusional. Yep. Thank you. My bad, guys. I had links turned off because some joker used to come in here advertising. Wait, MFFU.com? /competition/6 is still not pulling up. Hold on, let me try this really quick. Yo, if somebody can drop that link to me in Discord. Can you post in Discord real quick? Anybody? It's still not coming up when I type it. Hold on. Appreciate that. I'll drop it in real quick. Guys, for the last time, your links don't show up for me. Like the way that I have links hidden on chat. Thank you, Jan, for posting it. So chat, you see it, but nobody else will see it. That's the way YouTube chat works. Like in YouTube, if I ban you from YouTube chat, you'll never know that you're banned. You'll think that your text shows up in the feed, but nobody sees it. So links automatically get auto banned. So the thing with YouTube is cool is that you don't know that you're banned. So you guys aren't banned in chat, but the link that you post, it automatically gets blocked. First place. So Barbie, Tom, Nick, Terry, and who else is in the contest? Ash, right? There's like 6 of us, 6 or 7 of us. I don't think Steven's on there. The other Matt, it's Ash, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Ash. Wait, so far Matt's up. So everybody's basically flat on day 2 for the most part. So it's anybody's game. He's only up 5%. Thank you. Thank you, Jan, for posting that. Okay, back to the song. Oh, we gotta get Where's My Knife Catches Anonymous. Oh, that song. Okay. Carries up 10%.
And I caught the dip again. I thought it was the low. It was just another wick. Saw it on the 5-minute heart, skipped a beat, formed a little hammer, looked kinda neat. No confirmation, no real bias, but I hit long. Now I'm red in the face. Summer was thin, tape was slow, but something inside said, bro, just go.
I was super excited to be trying to grab a trade here, but
Should've waited for the MHP. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous.
VIX pushing up slightly higher. VVIX above 100. This getting a little crazy. Going MHP, hang in there, baby. Or hedge are hanging there. It's pretty decent. Not feeling good now, but at least I'm still gonna hang on to it. Conditions got slightly better, but still not good. Resilience resilience sailing up just a little bit. The best part of this song is when Josh Groban comes in right in the middle and starts singing. Then it goes back to Meatloaf. I swear I had the divergence, bro. I swear.
And I caught.
Instead, brace up. Or an MHP changer intraday was 23,380. Now 23,480. Again. This is not the intraday. This is the actual MHP from the morning liquidity map calculation. We're throwing every lucky song we have at this. What else do you want to hear, market? What else do we have to sacrifice to the market today? When the market's going lower, we do have a song when the market's going lower. Maybe if we play the opposite. All right, I'm gonna go quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Come on, lucky headband is on. The lucky market ride. So it looks like the leaderboard is people have like 10%, 5%, something like that. So it's definitely a light. There's not a lot of people hitting it heavy yet, so. I just want to get a good buffer right out the door. It'd be kind of nice. Did I watch my hands? You know, technically speaking, I did, but here's another rule, right? Wait, hold on. should always wash your hands before you go to the bathroom. Not as much, you know what, like, if you had to choose before or after, you should always do it before. Technically speaking, but also after. But most people should after. Play flat as a billabong. Where is that, I gotta remember where that one is. What the name of it was. Let you squat pee? Yeah, that's true. Wait, hands need to be washed? Not really. Unless you just have like terrible aim. That's my thought. I think a girl would probably have to wash her hands more than a guy would because you know, you're doing more with your hands, I would say. For the most part, guys, we learned by the age of like 3 or 4 not to get our hands like dirty. We learn how to aim. Usually we get it right. Usually. Unless they're drunk in a football game or something. Then we get most of it wrong. We also, pecker protection, we offer PPI gear. Oh, that's funny. Flat as Billabong song. So this is not looking so hot right now. As a matter of fact, this kind of low consolidation is making the trend line people probably get slight chubs this morning. Let me show you what I mean. Look at this. Here we go. It's trend line time. I think my drawing tools have actually been a little kind of glitchy in the new update. So I think like in general, drawing tools are delayed. I wonder if you saw that. Hold on. Oh, hey. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, let me see. The Flat as a Billabong song. I do remember that one. Let me see if I can remember what the name of it was, though. All right. This price is trash. It really sucks. The market is going lower. That's the Gravity song. Maybe I should just manifest win streak. How about that? Let's just manifest a win streak. I'm coming on like a really big win streak, so I think it's been like 2 weeks. I'm on a win streak. Let's just manifest it, whatever. We only have like one losing day this month. It's been a really good month. Your action? After the market's open, because the price action's so slow, right? It's trying to hold here, but just getting that selling pressure with the index pulling back below the open. Nasdaq is, or S&P is struggling at yesterday's close to hold any sort of bit of it. There's a lot of technical traders trying to long off of Asia lows, and clearly it is creating some kind of support. But it's trying to sell, and the resiliences are just showing this. That's kind of the crummy part. So I was hoping I'd at least get a pop through this, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I know the minute I abandon the trade, it's going to rally for everybody else. So I guess I should just commit. At least the Nasdaq is trying a little bit. Here we go, guys. I guess I forgot to draw all the magic trend lines here. So whichever way it breaks, we got to chase, right? So when it goes here, I got to chase the short, and then I'll make a infinite dollars. So I don't know if we're going to get it today. Usually this low consolidation without a move pretty quick, without VIX pulling back, is usually not a sign of a bounce. With VIX going higher, it's probably usually a sign of continuation. Now again, I always take the hedge pressure trade when I have the confluence. It's a really strong setup. I usually hit it with the medium. I'm keeping it small because I'm still losing some confluence, like with the resilience being negative. The R&R is okay for Nasdaq. Let me start for S&P. You know, there's 15 points of move here, at least a half gap. But after a bump like this, and again a low consolidation, kind of has me worried about this setup. Lower before higher. I don't think we're going to bounce and rally from here. So I'm going to trim everything. I got everything trimmed down to basically 1, keeping it light. Mono win streak. We've had like a whole half hour of listening to great bangers, and yet the market doesn't seem to care. But I think if I maybe the emoji song. Yeah, VVIX is only picking up. It's only getting slightly worse. Now again, this is the time where I decide my comfort level this particular day. And the way that it's low consolidating, if it does continue to sell, then we've got a lot of room down to 24,442. That's almost 100 something points. I feel like a red before it turns, so that's my thing. Usually it's the weirdest thing for it to low consolidate, and then pop up with high VIX. With the high VIX, usually can indicate a flush before it does smooth. That's kind of where I keep it light, just in case it does flush. The drawdown would be pretty fat, be down $500-600 on this perfect drawdown on this one. If I go 40 points on one, it'd be about $800. So that would, if I got on the 500, it'd be about $800 a drawdown, which I can totally handle. But because hedge pressure's here on S&P, I'm still deciding to stay somewhat committed with small positions. My confidence on this one that we go higher today is somewhat deteriorating. I'm probably like, you know, demoting this to maybe like slightly A- setup. Not the best. Well, even closer to B+, kind of the R&R is good for at least a return, but small position only. Not hitting it hard with like 5 contracts or anything, just 1. It's doing exactly what you'd expect with negative res, which is to resist off of the close price. With res not getting that much better, each subsequent bounce, resilience has gotten worse, and then this bounce it got slightly better. That's why I got a little excited. It got slightly better, but it's still not great. I'm gonna get that flush inside of here. Mix the way it is. Could be a little bit of overshoot. We'll see what the candle overshoot would be like. Probably 10 points, give or take. Could be 60, could be whatever, but yeah. I can always close this out. Flat, flat, flat. All right, all right, all right. I want to see that the pressure's there. So let's see if we hold. Finally, hedge pressure top. Monthly is definitely nearby, and the fact that we're consolidating below Asia lows is probably going to trigger a lot of people to short this back down to 480. I'd probably be better off closing. Do I want to hold 40 points less? It's not really that bad. 40 points isn't too bad. Probably decide in just a couple seconds here. Wave 2 is about to start here. I'm just keeping it small just to be able to hold through whatever drawdown there is. But yeah, it's not looking super hot, I would say. Looks like 442 is it. All right. Do we get to bounce from here? That's all I care about. There should be good. Hopefully so. Type it overshoot. All right. Now we have to play the blues song. So resistance right here. Until res gets better, we're sort of sitting at high of the day being about here at the open. So got that bear market blues.
Don't you fear, just play it smart and true. But Lord, this downtrend's giving me the bear market blues.
Certainly a lot of pre-fed selling. I think just pre-fed positioning in general would be like would expect in an environment like this.
That's the way we pray. But this time the floor's gone and it's running away. I got those bear market blues and they're hitting hard today. Prices falling faster than my stops can run away. Rocket scooter says, don't you fear, just play it smart and true. But Lord, this downtrend's giving me the bear market blues.
The bear market blues.
It's a waterfall moment, and the bids ain't there.
The song is like actually really, really good, right?
Just empty air.
What's up, Solo? How you doing, man?
A quiet prayer. While I'm watching my game.
All right. Maybe I do the unlucky move. Lucky banana off. The song is great, right? AI does like any kind of blues music, soul music, gospel music. They get it pretty good. Metal and rock, the voice comes out weird sometimes. It's like hit or miss. Have you heard some of the AI gospel songs that we have? Bro, you would think you're at church. You couldn't tell the difference. Country, they get the country sound pretty good too. Hip hop, pretty good sometimes, hit or miss though. Like if it's really good, it's really, really good. Rock and metal, somehow the voices sound so generic. They don't sound like I wouldn't like be listening to a lot of the metal songs. Like I would be like the voice, like everything sounds great, but the voice sounds generic. All right, come on, let's get the bounce there, y'all. Really good song, the Bear Market Blues. All right, come on, let's get that bounce. Let's get that bounce. Come on, let's fucking go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh wait, I got S&P on both charts. Let's get Nasdaq in here. Why do I have Nasdaq here? Okay, Nasdaq is there.
Tracing lines, avoiding fate. Seeing signs are way too late. Emotionless and cold by design. Waiting in the shadows until it's time. Let's fucking go to the moon or the depths below. Let's fucking go.
How much limit do we have on the competition account? 5,000 bucks. That's it. 5K. That's it. I like this. This is making me somewhat happy. It's a 5K account, yeah. So people are up and down 5 and 10% or whatever on a 5K account. Give or take 500 bucks. Gauging this, that people are probably trading micros. So, which is what you normally would do at an account that size. You wouldn't be trading minis. It's just a little deep. Let's block it. Wow. 88, 63. So 20-point drop in S&P on this. That's like trying really hard to sell, man. Really hard. Resilience not getting any bumps. This could be one of those stupid days that just falls and stays lower, man. I absolutely hate days like this. Instead of rotation, it's mostly just dump. Dump into Fed. But also, I'm hoping that it's just pre-VIX volatility, that we get some kind of run. But it doesn't feel like it's going to happen anymore. The way I'm looking at it, it just doesn't feel it. But I'm still going to stay committed to the trade. It's small enough. I don't think the bears are going to get rewarded either. I think that the market moving to here feels like it's one of those days that might just move down and stay down. And let's fucking go. Pretty much all the losing days I've had in the last 3 months, I felt like were days that just plunged and stayed. Those days are always the worst. Plunged and stayed, and there was no bounce, there was no sell-off, there was no nothing. It just fell and stayed low. But the minute I close out, the market's going to rally. You guys know how it works with me. These are all our finalists from the songwriting contest. This is like the perfect intro song to a stream, by the way. I feel like AC/DC, anything, Thunderstruck or something. The minute you close, I'm jumping in. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like no better way to introduce like a superstar, an all-star football player, a wrestler than a freaking AC/DC song. That's like the ultimate pump-up song. 495-ish? I would agree. Not much lower. Probably no rally from this. We're not seeing the stocks pick up any momentum. That's the one thing. There's nothing really sitting at bounce point either. It's more of a crapshoot than anything from here. The sectors have just been all over the place, dude. From some way green to red to green. It's pretty heavy rotation, but it's not a lot of like one directional buying, I would say. Everybody just needs to kind of get in. I still believe there's a lot of people that have been waiting to bet on Fed rate cuts, but maybe they've just been chasing. Like every dip would be an opportunity for some shorts to get out of the way that haven't had their opportunity. But I think when we do get the expected rate cut, the market will probably react to selling. But with a day like this, I don't think it's going to happen. This is the selling. Remember, everything happens ahead of time, if it can. I wish that song was like 5 minutes longer. I could just play it again. If this is another one of those days that just stays here, I'm gonna cry. Resilience is not budging today, so that's kind of the crummy part. Stock's nothing budging here. If I happen to get any green, I'll probably just be happy enough to just get something small, but stay sucks. Steady as a rock on the edge pusher side of things. If it falls MHP today, that'll be crazy. We get 40 points of drop here. My confidence in this is really low now. Blah, 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 blah. But see, at least, you know, getting in kind of close to the right spot just keeps it small. Like all the ups and downs, I'm not really super upside down and chase at the wrong place. Taking a stab. It's tight. A couple $100, not a big deal. So watching the conditions not get better kind of sucks. Watching them not get worse also is decent. It's not terrible yet. I'm still chilling on it, but the fact is that the consolidating area has got lower and lower and lower. So while like earlier in the day I was upside down like $100, I'm upside down 400. But again, keeping it small, keeping it tight. Not big of a deal. Not big of a deal. But market's asking for some lows, which just means I'm going to keep taking the stat. I'm still stay in it. I'm still on the greater market trend of there hasn't been an opportunity for bulls to get in. The market's just kind of inched higher and inched higher and inched higher. There hasn't been a dip since Jackson Hole, except for one time that allowed shorts to cover and bulls to get out of the way. This is just pre-Fed rotating, I get it, and also VIX expiration rotating, which does lead me to believe that a lot of the movement is not trustworthy. VIX creates a lot of the chaos and nonsense. We roll over into new contract tonight in VIX. VVIX was high, now it's dropping a little bit. So you have a mix of a bunch of mechanics here to not trust much. The fact is that resilience is kind of bad and stocks aren't really looking so hot. It might not get that bull momentum we want, but also I'm playing the fact that volatility could collapse and the market could just get a pretty quick and easy spike. The fact that it's volatility leads me to believe it's not going to trend, it's just going to jolt. So like any green would be like just a crazy green candle that spends the next 3 hours being red. You know, like I'm playing on volatility collapse only and standing on business that hedge resilience is positive and we're at hedge, so. A lot of people are going to see green and chase and see red and chase. I'm just holding, small enough to hold through it. When you know it's volatility, that's a trick. And I teach you guys in the class. When VIX is high, it's a trade down. We always know that, you know, trade number, 3 on here. It says small position as well, BLD. Keeping it small. The drawings look okay over here. Let me test this out. So on the left side, it looks good. The right side is where it gets a little weird. Okay, good to know.
No traders were harmed in the making of this song.
Oh, I need to change the default of this to right side.
Before I found Rocket Scooter.
90 points today. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's always from the right place. All right. One more time. One more time. We gotta hear the good song. Great counts today? Yeah, we'll do it. Oh shoot, it's already 11:30. Guys, my bad. Okay, giveaway time. Yeah. I'm so sorry, y'all. Come on, Brad. Hold up. Let me get the bot out. Wow, the time has just flown. Probably because boring market.
Will we bounce? Nobody knows. Greater market starts to turn. Even Pickle has a look of concern. Green or red, it's the ways. Trading gods, hear my praise. Market, please don't die today. Hold the line, don't fade away.
All right, what do we got today? Who are we doing today? MFFU. We'll do some My Fun and Futures giveaway. God, come on, market. Do something fun.
High dog keeps Matt fed. Please don't turn these candles red. Rocket scooter lights the flame. High risk love of a
Type in MFFU in chat, guys. Subs to the channel. If you guys are members of the channel with the little green text by your name, apparently you get 2 entries for being a subscriber to the channel for every one that you put in. Market, please don't be lame today. Push fan on the screen.
Market, please don't die today. Hold the line, don't fade away. MHP, please hold. Resilience rise. Keep this ball alive.
All right, guys, type MFFU in chat. We're gonna give away some of my fun and features accounts today. How about I give away 4 scale accounts for you guys? How's that sound? We like scale accounts here. My fun and feature scale accounts are great. Very inexpensive, 127 bucks. Once funded, no DLL, no consistency. That what makes them the best. You can actually 2 days to pass, 5 days to payout, and then you get a payout. Every time you get a payout, it gets bigger. Scales up. And then after $30,000 of profit, then you go to live, or after 5 consecutive payouts, you go live. What's up? All right, guys, we're going to do this. Oh, move that here so you can sit down. Oh, hello. Okay, let me find it. Let me find a good song. Hold on. There you go.
Well, the charts went silent in the midday sun. Matt kicked open the saloon yelling free stuff, son. He's got prop firm bounties in a burlap sack and a boot camp lasso slung across his back.
Spin the wheel in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, my fun and feature scale account's coming right up. Boring, dumb, volatile market.
Ah,
He's wrangling funded accounts instead.
buddy.
Folks say he can outtrade a rattlesnake's tail.
You're the first winner, Wapawi.
He don't ride horses now, just a rolling off his chair.
Blah.
Drawing LP lines in the desert air. Yeah,
Looks like we're about to flush now.
it's a giveaway bonanza.
Winner number 1. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Winner number 2.
With a cowboy hat too small for his head. He's wrangling funded accounts instead. Your market's wild like a buffalo stampede.
Nova Trader, winner number 2. Yeah. Type something in chat, Nova Trader. Nova Trader, type something in chat. Winner, winner, winner.
Dinner.
Okay. You didn't want it. Babe, make the market go up. Working. Blow more air. God, the wheel takes so long to spin. Don't get lightheaded though.
I'm about to pass out.
All right. Rocky Filler. You are the next winner.
Go.
Type something in chat. You win, you gotta type something in chat. There you go. 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 Wow. Sing. Winner number 3. How's your meetings going? I hate market days like this. So dumb. Boring. Boring.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree. You don't. You just wait it out. And then take the loss or wait for it to happen. Big Von Futures.
I'm not.
All right, good job, McBon. Well to go, way to go, way to go. Congrats to the 4 of you guys for winning my Fun Futures accounts. Woo! All right, the 4 of you, what you need to do is you need to go to our contest channel in our Discord. Discord description, link below. Go Go to the Discord, go to the contest channel, message our admin named Slacks there. You'll see him in that channel. You have an hour to claim your prize or you forfeit. Send him a message with your YouTube ID, screenshot of it from inside the account, the way we know that's you, and then it'll give you the instructions on how to get your account. You must already have an account with My Funded Futures, so sign up within the hour as well. And that's it. Congratulations. You guys are all proud owners of My Funded Future scale accounts. You're now about to be a proud owner of a jar full of trader tears because I'm getting tired of this. Market making me want to cry today. Blah, 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 blah. This low consolidation is just nightmarishly horrific. All right. I'll put the chill tunes back on. We've thrown every awesome song we have at the damn market. It's not budging today. It'll start moving at like 1 o'clock again today. Yeah, pretty much. The one crummy part would be the flush to 480. That would be the one part that sucks. You come have get that. It didn't really give evidence of selling off. It's just pushing slightly lower and lower and lower. So the minute I close out, it's going to rally. I have a feeling. So, but that's why I'm just keeping it small. 480 is the big support today. If we have 480, that's great. That's going to be a hold point. So that's what I do want to see. The better flush should be down to there. I've got plenty of my accounts still in reserve to go through here and hit this one right there. Have to believe. You should be all right. This range should be pretty much where we'll be all day today. I don't think we're gonna go any lower, but VIX is starting to still move a little bit. Trying to connect with the forward contract, which we're seeing a lot of movement due to tomorrow's VIX expiration. MHP or hedge pusher was holding and then it bounced. Now it's starting to try to reject. Our indicators are not changing at all. Nothing is getting more bullish from here. It's just more like coin flip. See where we go. I'll be right back. One more bathroom break. I could just close this out and then revisit it MHP. I feel like we're going straight there. Why not just close it out, bucket? Why not? All right, you guys, it's gonna rally now. I'm just flattening it out. All right, you guys, you're welcome for the winning trade. Matt's out, you're in. I'll wait for MHP for the final little tap there. I'm just gonna wait. That's just another 30 something points. My least favorite kind of days. Matt's out, time to buy. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Let me prep my accounts for buying now. All right, so what I'm looking for today is going to be MHP tap. This is originally what we were kind of waiting for. I was kind of hoping we would get something in the middle, but nothing in the middle yet. This will be a bounce point here. MHP is very, very, very unlikely to break. Okay, get ready for this. I'm gonna let it go all the way to target now. I'll take one more stab at it. MHP will be a nice solid trade. That would be pretty good. This will be a strong bounce point from here. Especially at 480 on NASDAQ, which should be pretty good. That one will be a good strong bounce point. All right, now I'm just gonna wait for 480 for the tap, and then that's basically a 2 weeks of pain is your guess. I don't know. I still have a feeling that after whatever arbitrary press down today, the markets are gonna get some buyers stepping in somewhere. So we'll see. This Scalp City. We might close out. You guys are all gonna make money. That's the rule. I still kind of feel it a little bit, but everything is just not improving. So wherever it bounces, this is the ideal place to get a bounce from. So, say the minute I close out, Gabriel's like, I'm gonna get in. Not that big of a deal. For this one, but hopefully we get something. Since the opening push this hour, we've yet to find higher highs on the hourly yet. So we've been pressing to lower highs and the slightly lower lows. We're sort of trapped in between this range. This is the middle of this range, which is why it is a coin flip from the middle. I've elected to take that small loss. I'm only down like, I don't know, 800 bucks or something total on that account because I had two, then I trimmed the one, then I closed the one. And then I'll just wait. It's better to just miss out on being in the middle than it is to just guarantee a better move from the bottom. When you pop a mat, you've had all you can stand, so I can stands no more. Well, the minute I close out, it's going to rally. That's how it normally works. MHP is monthly gamma exposure level for dealers, so it's a very, very, very strong pivot that's unlikely to break. Unless the market is crashing. That's the difference. SLK is pivoting. A little bit of a tech bounce here. Trapped between support and resistance today. You switch to shorten your pops and it's going a little bit better. Not a terrible idea. Now we're gonna just wait for MHP tap. That'll be a good trade. 480 if I can get the tap there. Man, I can't believe it's almost already time for my funded TV. Geez, it feels like the market just opened. We must have killed a lot of time just chilling, listening to music. I feel like the market's only been open for half an hour. It's crazy that we're 3 hours in. MHP is available in this tool set and this platform. The description is in the link below and like where to get information about it. There's a 50% off discount for like first month trial. Oh yeah, on that pizza talk, I guess took like a whole hour, right? MHP is make your house payment. There you go. So we're gonna wait for this. Hopefully this is the tap. I'm looking for that. Swap from usable on mobile. You can. It's not an app, but you can use it on mobile. Yeah, it's like just like looking at a website. You're gonna have to like navigate through it like a web page, but it's still usable on mobile. Sometimes when I'm at the gym, I'll pop it open just to get the numbers real quick. It's not the most mobile friendly, but it's absolutely doable. You just log in just like you would normally, and then all the levels are there. Trend lines, right? Today's a trend line day. Blah. The days that I normally do take losses are days where the market just doesn't move. It like falls, or it just moves one move and then it stays. Just shit price action. I still don't believe the market's bearish, so finding that it was still worth it. We love this BS market. Remember Charles FOMC, there was a lot of rotation. The sectors were actually getting rotation back and forth like 4 or 5 different ways. We weren't really seeing a rotation to one sort of sectors and the other. We saw a lot of things rotate up and down and up and down. So it's pre-FOMC jitters and selling in general. We saw tech be really red, then really green, then really red, then now neutral. Comms, same thing. Healthcare was like all over the place and now it's flat. And so it's like, I would say it's pre-Fed liquidation more than rotation. There are people trying to rotate in, but for the most part, people are just mostly taking profit pre-Fed. Expecting 25 basis point, maybe 50 basis point. And if the market's selling off pre-Fed, then the Fed announcement's likely to create a move up. You wouldn't likely see 2 days of selling. You know, the market usually always kind of prices in the news ahead of time. And we've been pricing in a guaranteed rate cut as the market's at all-time highs now. And just as the probability shifted from about 11% down to close to 3% of a 50 basis point, you're probably just seeing some people just spooked and taking a little profit. Perhaps if I play the whoosh song one more time, it'll go up. Let's try it. Can the Legend of Mib help us out one more time? I'm burning it all down. Burning it all down. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
It started with a solid play. Sky was looking gray. Traders checking tickers, praying games would stay. Then a breeze.
I feel like scalpers every dip, I mean, you're getting like 5, 6, 7 points if you're scalping both ways, shorting and longing. Yeah, you have EVXY still in hedge breaks. We still have that irrational sort of thing here. Yep. I'd like to see VIX come down a little bit. You blew your ETF account on this crap? Sucks, dude. These have kept the range small. Have my accounts mildly flat loss. A lot of my accounts up on that first bump up, so. The breath of the sun. Tesla's up 2.4% after Elon says daddy's home.
No tweets, no CPI, just a breeze and trades that fly. Traders chant like a sacred clan. Spin it up a whoosh fan.
The market's just like fucking with everybody today. It's finding lower lows and higher highs and then reversing. So breaking higher highs, breaking lower lows. We're getting close. Ready to be nice. Be nice to get close to it. We'll try one more time. You missed the giveaway? Yep, you missed the giveaway. Yes, has sort of been a little more forgiving than Nasdaq has been. So Nasdaq is finding kind of like a little bit more downside than ES is relative to relative to each other. Yeah, some price action like this just sucks. Not really a good setup other than MHP support, which should be good. I mean, it could pivot early because we have volatility, but we'll see. Random green candles out of nowhere. Just some rotation. I don't think we're going to see a lot. That's the thing. The algorithmic sort of push is to price the index lower to meet where the stocks are. And you just are seeing just noise along the way. There's not really rallying, not really anything. You can clearly see it's selling off to someplace. The question is, to where? Again, I'm not trusting. We've had like every 10 or 15 minutes a fake out to the upside. Not sure we need a big breakout rally today, but we'll see. It's holding 500. It is. 500 is definitely being really strong today. It's also holding dynamic like a champ. It's the new dynamic. Been sitting there pretty much all morning. Those lower lows, baby. Definitely been loving 500 for sure. The legend Pickle, the ultimate dog. Pickle comes at the pickle fan would be nice. God, it's like every 10 or 15 minutes the market's like slightly up, slightly down, slightly up, slightly down, slightly up, slightly down. So apart from the initial price action, which missed out on all of it, didn't take loss, it didn't take losses, waited for the first pivot, which was right here, grabbed some long, then sort of just tried again, closed it out, now waiting, something better. Oh. That hourly chart is fun looking. Maybe the market's gonna freaking die from here or do something. It just looks like it's ready to move. The VIX going higher, it's got to move something. Something's got to move somewhere. Let's see, 480, this is 20 points. 800. I guess if you were a scalper on like a 3 or 5 minute time frame, probably gonna have fun with this little miniature chop fest. Feel like you might miss out. I feel like if I touch MHP today, I'm gonna be a very happy camper. That's how I feel. It'd be very hard for this to break through this and keep falling. You lose MHP, the market's gonna crash today, and that would be the most unusual of things. This just 5 minute chart, just bullshit luck. Like it just feels like it wants to flush really hard. The obvious thing, a lot of people are like, you know, thinking that it looks like it wants to do that. And every time I tell myself it looks like it wants to do something, I never act on it. I hold true to my initial thought. The obvious thing is a low consolidation, lower lows, lower highs. It's gotta flush. And it's like every bone in my body makes me think like crap, it's about to flush. And anytime I think that and I try to jump in and ever try to reverse it or short or even close out my positions at that point, it's usually a point of rallies. You know what I mean? It was kind of nice this morning when we were at least at the 550 level. Be kind of nice. Resilience moving slightly higher, but not great yet, but still hanging in there. So, closed out my NASDAQ, still holding on to my S&Ps. S&P is not moving enough for me to really like focus on that. All my S&Ps are flat or up and down like $100 or $200. They're all just kind of sitting here mildly red. The NASDAQs are the ones that are like, eh. So, S&P's been doing us some good today. The overnight dynamics, we're gonna have to do that for the algorithm. I can't do the manual for that. But the automation part that's coming out will have all the features. All right, yeah, I was just calling them to actually ask them about the dynamic overnight. So they're wrapping up the new model. So we're gonna have the new model. The one I built recently is gonna be the new model. That's gonna come out automate. So it'll work for gold, it'll work for everything. So I just called them and confirmed. And that will be finished prototype by this week. So by the time we wrap up all the bug fixes when it comes to like the side-by-side charts, after that, then we're gonna have our next project will be the dynamics automated on the chart. $12 candles between now and 493. Why does market suck so much? This is my real question, you guys. This is like real talk. Why does market suck so much today? Some days the market gives you fun. Some days the market just gives you blah. And it sucks because like normally if I wasn't streaming, what I would normally be doing right now is like, you know what? Screw this market. Let me just go to the pool today. Like, oh, I love trading. It gives me all kind of financial freedom. It gives me real freedom. I don't have to do anything. Fuck today. I'm going to the pool. I'm going to go play golf. I'm going to do whatever. But I still got to stream. So I'm going to be here staring at this, crying for the next 8 hours, which should be fine. It doesn't do anything. But for you guys, I don't think you're missing out on much. You didn't do anything from here. Fed tomorrow. Yeah, it's just a little bit of pre-Fed selling. But again, with the fact that we haven't been given any place for bulls to enter this market, with the exception of the post-Jackson Hole dip, bulls have been forced to chase highs and shorts have been forced to cover at highs. So the fact that they're getting any sort of relief the day before, I see profit taking does make sense. But the fact that bears are given an opportunity now, finally, to cover shorts lower was something I didn't expect. I expect a full court press into Fed and then it pops and then sells, which is normally what you'd expect, right? So This is all algo today. Yeah, you can easily tell, right? The market is just, there's almost no activity, no bullishness, no bearishness. The market's just pricing in lower all the gap downs we had in the stocks. Everything gapped down, traded down. So the algo just found that equilibrium, and now it's just noise. It's been noise for the last 3 hours. No direction, no down, no up. The algo just brought the index to here, and that's likely where it wants to stay. So no matter what we get today, it might end up back down in here. As we're saying, we're kind of stuck in between yesterday's close and today's support. I wouldn't be super bearish on any pop in general unless I was scalping like 5 points at a time. Honestly, it's like, where's the pivot going to be? When are we going to rally? Do we keep going? I think between today and Friday, we keep going up. Despite what happens with the Fed, we're getting a little pre-market Fed selling, which means very highly likely chance that Fed just comes out and market just keeps going. Now, the crazy part is this Fed meeting is also going to be a day after we roll over to, its VIX expiration as well. The lineup kind of sucks. That also leading a little bit of today's volatility. We're going to roll into a new VIX contract above BBB, so we're going to have that sensitivity to news. So the Fed news is likely going to be very devastating. It's going to move a lot. We're going to see a lot of movement on that. And here today, guys, this is your 25th heartbreak if you're bullish, and your 20th heartbreak if you're bearish. We're now starting number 21, where the market moves up 20 points, gets you all happy and excited, and then goes the other way and takes it away from you. Bears who just chased the low and it just took that away from you. So get ready for another heartbreak, you guys. No matter what side you're on, you're ready for some heartburns today. We're going to trade the press conference. Oh, 100%. That's where the big move is going to happen. They talk about next rate cut coming up, how aggressive they're going to be for the rest of the year. Remember, the dot plots are coming out tomorrow too, so that's going to be really big. Dot plot's going to be hella huge because we haven't seen much transparency on what the Fed wants to do in the future, apart from the Jackson Hole commentary, which is just Powell's, commentary. But we haven't seen what the general consensus of the rest of the FOMC is, right? The trend has been fewer people have been wanting rate cuts, and now, according to Powell, they all think it's due. But is he speaking for everybody, or is he just speaking for himself? These are the questions that we'll have clarified tomorrow with the dot plot. Like how, was Powell just stating what Powell believed, or is he speaking for the general consensus? Or is everybody's votes lying as far as what we're going to get? A dot plot will show that. I'm certain there are going to be fewer people. I think the long-term outlook is not going to change, but the short-term outlook is. They're trying to rescue the jobs market. This isn't a full court press on rate cuts for the next 2 or 3 years. It's like, we're going to hit it pretty hard, maybe a full point this year. I think is what dot plot is going to suggest. This is why I'm still betting to the long side. Again, they got to stimulate the jobs market. They got to keep the bubble blowing up in the stock market. So I bet that the anticipation is that the majority of the group thinks we get 1 full point of cuts this year. The dot plot is the assessment. It's a plot that shows every member and the committee's projection all in one plot. So each member is represented by a dot, and it's a spread of dots over a let me just show it to you. I think it's in the paper, in the summary here. So this is what comes out. This is one that came out in June, right? So this is what the dot plot, you always see these, right? That's what this is. So the June meeting had a lot of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people believed we shouldn't get a rate cut for 2025. The one previously in March had 4. So from March to June, which goes through the period of tariffs, you had more people, because of the high inflation, decide. Now, each one of these is a person that's voting, and you don't know who's who, but this is all of them for 2025, all of them for 2026, all of them for 2027. So you can kind of see how everybody's spread out. The average of this is that most people believe no rate cut. Some people think 225s. The average back then was 125. That's why you had a lot of people betting on 1 rate cut for 2025 for the year, 125 basis point, because it was in the middle of where everybody was sort of at. That's why when you heard people voting on, we might get one rate cut in September. That's this. This is the average. A lot of people think 2, a lot of people think 0. So we believe 1 was the average. And then that's why over the course of 2026, the average was sort of like 3.5 from the current 4.5. So people were thinking, okay, we might get 3 more, 2 to 3 more in June. Now the projection is different. What the Jackson Hole comments and traders pricing in right now are actually pricing in a lot of these people are now either here or here. This is one full 50-point cut. Most of the traders are betting on a 25, and that's just this meeting. So over the course of 2025, the question is, all these people that think no cut, how many of them are more aggressive? So that's what we're going to look for the 1 year. Hell, if I think we get one full cut this year, 1 full point, you might see the 3.5 area and the 3 get padded a whole lot, right? And that's what I'm looking for the dot plot to show. And this might be empty like that. Like, I think that's what it looks like. If not, then Powell was just speaking for Powell at Jackson Hole and not for everyone else. If he's saying the dual mandate and everybody thinks they need to cut rates to save the jobs market, then you're going to see a lot of the people at the 0 cut or 1 cut of 25 down into the 50 to 75 to 100 point camp. So that's what this is for the year. So that's what this will come out tomorrow, and they come out once a quarter. 50, 75, 100. I personally think what the commentary said that it is that we're going to see probably nice round number of 175 being the focus for this year, maybe even 100. And then most of this, samesies. Not much change. The long-term outlook, pretty much the same. Don't think any of this is going to change. Inflation's not going to change. They're going to basically take this 1 year at a time. So I don't think this is going to change much. I think maybe this might be like that, a little fatter around the 3.5 mark and a little less fat at the 4 mark. I think that we'll see this tomorrow. My projection is that it's going to get heavier around the 3.5 mark. So we'll see. And then long term is going to stay the same, because they're not really trying to do anything other than just keep the market from plunging off of the tariffs. That last top plot is a stick figure. Oh yeah, you can see how polarizing, or how polarized the Fed is, dude. Like the committee, like you can imagine what that fucking room smells like with these old fucking boomers, and they're arguing all day because of this, and it's probably stinks because they're in there all day. Half people are like fuck you, half the people are like fuck you, no rate cuts, fuck you, no cuts. That's what it's looking like. It's literally split down the middle. Half the people, they're bickering. It's not even like a majority consensus. It's like fucking watching Fox News up here and CNN down here. You got like people on opposite sides of the room pointing fingers at each other. It probably smells like feet in there. They went there all day debating. You know what I'm saying? Not just I'm saying like, because they've been in there sweating it out all day, yelling and screaming. It ain't no consensus at all. That's very polarizing. There's people who are like, fuck no. There are people like, we gotta do it or else. You don't normally see the dot plots without like kind of a bell curve sort of consensus. You see it on the medium term, but even the long term is weird. There's a lot of people that are like, this is the camp of, we got to save the jobs market, which is why I'm believing in the short term, there's a lot of people that are going to be down here, because that's why you would vote that. You wouldn't think 3% is okay unless you thought inflation was temporary, which then maybe that camp, or you really thought the long term we need to be there. There's a lot of people that are less aggressive. So in the longer term, people are agreeing that we need to cut rates. This is one thing to take note of. The longer term, we're here now. 100% of the committee says yes, rate cuts. But the only question is when. The when is the big argument. And right now, according to Jackson Hole, the rate cuts are more likely to happen sooner rather than later. So the longer term projection is certainly, everyone wants to cut rates, but the short term projection is a very big fight, as you see. Most people think like, don't touch them. Other people are like, we got to do a little bit. Now Powell's like, yeah, we kind of got to do a lot. And Wall Street's planning for a lot. So while she's planning on a couple of these guys on the left side of the table, to go over here to that side of the table, kind of be somewhere in here, more of a bell curve and less of a divisive sort of, you know, H-shaped thing. Feet, how do we get invited? I know, right? Put me in that group text. Let's go. The room probably smells like feet because they're in there all day yelling at each other. You can't agree. Always starts to smell like feet. We're in a small conference room for a long time. I remember going through P&ID reviews, sitting in a conference room for 10 hours. You get a lunch break also in the conference room. You're in the plant. Half the people just came in from the plant. So everybody smells like outside and feet. And you sit there for 10 hours just crunching over drawings. Oh yeah, I remember those days. I was one of the person that smelled like outside because I worked in the plant. So God bless whoever had to sit around me. All right, we got 7 minutes to get into my funded TV. Just still chilling on this, waiting for something to happen. Have you used Tradovate? It's on my screen right now, right side of the screen. Tradovate's really good. Well, tell them what P&ID means. Process and instrument diagram. Let me see if I can get you guys a Google of it. Oh, P&IDs, or piping and instrument diagram, whatever they, I always call it process, but piping. It looks like this. These are like, oh, that's a PF. That's a process flow diagram. Let me find a good P&ID for show you guys what they look like. There you go. Good stuff. Piping diagram. Yeah, so it's like how everything's wired up to each other. PFD is a process flow diagram. It's been a while. Piping and instrument. So essentially this is like showing you how to wire up a plant. This is a vertical or horizontal vessel with a boot on it. There's a like a level gauge on that, and looks like a temperature well on that. They got like thermal wells. These things. That's all the piping and pipes coming off of it. Vents, all that stuff. This is what we used to do in engineering. Is this is you would draw this stuff, and all the mechies and process guys in here and instrument guys in here are probably getting boners right now looking at this. I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. Anything about AMP? Yeah, I use AMP. I like them a whole lot. But yeah, this is it. So the process guys, you know, we have all the information here. Gas goes in. Production manifold, drain. This drain's in here. It's probably a process sump or something. Looks like that. Purge gas, yeah. It's to clean it out or actually to keep a vapor level on it, probably because it's got volatile compounds in it. Oh, it's been a while, man, since I look at these things. You know, purge gas on it to purge away. That looks like a process sump for heavy hydrocarbons. You guys know, y'all have been there. I just Googled something. That way you don't create a volatile mixture. You purge out your volatiles into flare. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. It's like sight reading if you're a pianist. You just look at it and you can see what it is. Like, oh, I know what that is. Tuning PID parameters might be one of the most awful activities ever. So to make engineering even more complicated, there's a P&ID diagram. There's a PID controller. They have nothing to do with each other. So PID is used twice in the industry. Proportional integral derivative controller is a mathematical control system to control a physical component in a plant, like a valve or something. So tuning a PID controller, we took a whole class on it. Oh boy, that was some fun math. And PID controller, the best way for you guys to understand a PID controller would be the autopilot on an airplane. So it's trying to maintain a set point, and then it hits some kind of input that moves, like you hit a pocket of air or something that moves you this way. So the controllers are designed to change the flaps and the rudders or whatever. I don't know anything about planes, but it changes whatever stability is. It's trying to move the correct amount to steer it back on course. And the correct amount is decided by a PID controller. It's the math that forecasts. Here was the speed, here was the angle, this is the amount that we turn this way, this is the amount we need to oversteer to correct. And so a PID controller takes a thing that knocks off your set point. You get off your set point a little bit and it tries to steer it back and converge back to the set point. If it's tuned correctly, you converge very quickly. If it's tuned poorly, you converge very long, or you, in horrible scenarios, you diverge and then you just crash the fucking plane. So PID controller is you're programming the signal to tell the controller open the valve this much or that much. If you open it too much, the signal goes the other way. They can cycle. Oh yeah, we do a whole class on that stuff. Oh, those days. Those days were fun. All right, I gotta go to my fun at TV, guys. I love y'all. We'll see y'all later. Engineering talk takes me back. Takes me back, baby. Get ready for my fun at TV, though.
Market spinning in chaotic haze. Rocket scooter blast through the maze. Volume prediction shows the way.
Here's the link. Everybody go here. Follow me over there. We'll be live. Giving away a ton of accounts on that segment.
Hidden nodes like ghosts unseen. Reverse engineered to see the light. Illuminate the darkest.
We'll catch y'all later.
Rocket scooter has got the key.
Oh, that combo took me back.
Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads, no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss. Seeing past the others cross. Institutions will be seen. Predict the flow like a machine. Rocket scooter, you've got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside.
Oh yeah, let's do it.